We are live. We did it. We're here. Today is the big day. Jensen Huang is about to go on stage and make the biggest AI announcements of all time. This is going to be absolutely massive. This is going to be huge. Welcome to the biggest Nvidia GTC live stream of all time. This is as big as it gets, people. We are reporting live from San Jose, California, where GTC will be. I am here live on scene at GTC, just 10 minutes away from the big event. We are going to be going to live to GTC in just a second to bring you the full live stream, the full GTC live stream. So buckle in, get your popcorn ready, get ready, because this is going to be the biggest live stream in the history of mankind. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's share our screen. Let's do this. Let's make sure we do this the right way. We're going to go share screen. We're going to go tab, GTC live note, share the audio. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are going to get, oh, this is going to be massive. This is it. This is what we've all been waiting for, people. Buckle in. Leave a like down below. Leave a like down below. Smash the like button. We are going to be what Alex all glossed out. Say it's important we get glossed out for the live stream, for the GTC event. This is the biggest announcement in AI history. This is the biggest event of the year. Biggest event of the year for AI. This is going to be everything. This is going to be huge. This is live, right? This is, here we go. Live. Yep, live. Boom. 5 minutes to go. He will announce some of the biggest products, things ever. You will get my commentary as we go. This will be huge. We are also live from the new studio. It's a work in progress. There's going to be a lot more stuff behind there. As it goes on. So welcome to the new studio. We moved over the weekend. I'm expecting some big things from this announcement, though. Some big things from this event. I'm expecting him to announce brand new Nvidia chips. I expect huge things in robotics. I'm expecting maybe a new update to the DGX Spark. I'm expecting some massive things. I think it will change everything. Brand new computers. I think we see some devices specifically for OpenClaw. Is there background music on the Nvidia stream? If so, we don't hear it. No, there isn't. There isn't any background music. I don't want you to hear background music. I want you to hear my voice. When he starts speaking, you will hear it, though. Why are you not at the event? I was invited to the event. But I decided that it's much better for me to stay home and live stream the event. I was invited to go to the front row creator section of the event. But I don't need to see Jensen Huang live. I want to take it to you live. I care more about you people than me. So this is going to be huge. Were you kicked out of the event previously? I've never been to the event. This is my first year being invited to it. And I decided to stay home so I could bring it to you people. You sure dressed up for today. Well, you know, this is the event. This is the biggest event of the year. Where's Ray? He's at the event. He's at it. I was invited. I'd rather live stream it, though, for you people. I want to make sure you people know what's going on in the world. Of AI. These are going to be, I hope it won't all about beating Nemotron. I think it's going to be a heavy focus on robotics. Here we go. After the button,
welcome to the stage, Nvidia founder and CEO, Jensen Huang.
How's the audio? Can you guys hear it? You look great, bro. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to NVIDIA GTC 2026 at San Jose. I'm Jensen Huang, and I'm thrilled to be here with all of you, ready to dive into the future of AI,
our King Jensen, look at that jacket.
But before we get into the keynote, I've got a surprise that's too exciting to wait.
Big surprise.
We're postponing the main talk for just a moment to announce something truly special, a crypto mass adoption event that ties directly into NVIDIA's mission to accelerate human progress.
No.
This isn't just a random stunt.
No, I clicked the wrong one. Here we go. I clicked no, that was a crypto. He's announcing a crypto coin. That was, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's about to go live. I clipped the crypto scam stream. That was a crypto scam stream. There's no way Jensen Huang was announcing a crypto coin off the rip. That's insane. Wow, that was unreal. That was unreal. All right, it's about to go live. I can't believe that just happened. That's AI, baby. That's AI, baby. Wow, that was crazy. That's crazy. I was watching a scam crypto stream. Wow. There was no, I'm like, what? Crypto? The first thing he talks about is crypto on this stream? There's no way. There's no way. Oh my God. Ooh, there we go. That was crazy. That was crazy. That looked real. Did that not look real? Holy crap. I can't believe I just fell for that. I mean, I didn't fall for it. They didn't get the chance to, they didn't get an opportunity to announce the coin. So he didn't get the publicity he was looking for, whoever got. That's crazy, man. That was AI. Can you remove the orange background? What do you mean? Can I remove the orange background? Is that better? Here, let's do this. Boom. There you go. You don't want the orange background. There you go. All right. It's going to come live in a second. It's going to come live in a second. How crazy was that? There's probably so many people watching that stream too that just went in and bought whatever crypto coin that was. That's insane. It looked real. Didn't that look real? Alex also posted that Facebook can't use his photos on his Facebook wall. I don't know what that means. Alex, I DM'd you on X, but it didn't work. Oh, for the people who won the competition for the free ChatGPT Pro, that's coming soon. I messaged the OpenAI guys. They're doing it. They're going to get you the free months this week. So look out for that. That'll be in your email. What is Winnie? What is your X handle? Give me your X handle, Winnie. Give me your X handle, Winnie. So for those that missed it, it's about to go live. The keynote's about to go down. There's a little bit of orange. All right, don't worry about it. You'll survive. Vera Rubin, you'll survive the little bit of orange on the left and right side. You'll survive the little bit of orange. Thanks for what you do. I built a Fireweave AI network automation software. It's about to go live. The live stream's about to start. This is going to be amazing. This will be amazing. Jensen Huang is going to make the biggest AI announcements of the year. It's going to be huge. You don't want to miss this. You want to buckle in because this is going to be the most important AI announcements of all time. I bet they announce some OpenClaw computers. I bet they announce their own Nvidia OpenClaw. Great audio. What, on my part? Like I sound great, great audio. Hi, Alex. Are you in a suit? Yes. This isn't AI. This is a real suit. This is a real suit. Hopefully not crypto. Well, we already fell for the crypto scam so far once on this live stream. We're not going to fall for it again. We're not going to fall for it again. Nvidia, GTC. What are you guys looking forward to? Have you tried NanoClaw? Sounds a bit muffled. Do I sound muffled? What are you talking about? Do I sound muffled? I just got word in from my exclusive sources. It's about to go live. It's about to go live. So buckle in right now. This is going to be massive. Henry should have warned you. What's good, Alex? Is that a new set? Is that the new set? Yes, it is. We're going to be adding more. There'll be more. On Wednesday, we're building out a whole shelf behind here that'll look really nice. A really nice shelf. That's coming Wednesday. Hopefully the guys don't come during the live stream on Wednesday. But they'll be here Wednesday. Sound is perfect. Yeah, I hate when people say the sound is off. Don't tell me the sound's off when I know it's perfect. No, I don't do any. I don't do NanoClaw. I don't do Perplexity Computer. I don't do Hermes or whatever it's called. OpenClaw is the best. What are we doing here? OpenClaw is the best. What are we doing here? You don't need anything but OpenClaw. Amazing, Alex. You're doing top. Sound is top, man. You're top, man. You're top. I'm bottom. You're top. Why not try to make your own AI system instead of using OpenClaw? Because OpenClaw is open source and customizable. It's open source and customizable. Hermes makes me... Okay. Alex, is it true that you will be keynoting with Jensen? I was invited, Max Blade. I was invited, and I declined the invitation. I declined the invitation to this event because I wanted to live stream it. I wanted to live stream it. Your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer isn't live streaming this event. I wanted to live stream this event. It's going live in a second. You're a bottom claw? Yeah. It looked, yeah, isn't that crazy how real that looked? Holy crap, I almost fell for it. You still need to review the Rabbit R1 and its DLAM. Dude, I bought the Rabbit R1 right when it came out, day one. In my last move, I threw it away. I just put it in the trash can. I used it for a couple of days. It was useless. It was as useless as it gets. Security concerns are very real with OpenClaw. No, they're not. Shut up. They're not real. The people who complain about security flaws with OpenClaw, shut up. Shut up. Like, just be a responsible human being. That's all you need to know about security with OpenClaw. Is just like, be a responsible human being. Like, what are we talking about here? Security. Like, it's not going to, OpenClaw is not going to just go out and leak all your passwords. Unless you say, hey, OpenClaw, leak all my passwords, it's not going to go out and just leak all your passwords, right? So just be a responsible human being. Don't ask it to do anything stupid and you won't have security issues, right? Just be a responsible. How hard is that? Be a responsible human being. What do you guys think about the set so far, the new set? We're building it out. It's not even halfway done. We got this nice leather chair here. We got a nice fig tree. We're building out the set. It's going to be a nice shelf in the background after this in the next couple days. We're looking good here. I got to improve. We'll improve the lighting a little bit. We'll improve the lighting a little bit. We got a little dark. The suit for show. I mean, it's GTC. It's Nvidia GTC. It's Nvidia GTC. Got to dress up for it. Life is risky. You have to take risk in life. Only way to level up. Yeah, you're not going to use the most important software. Neon lights are a must. Yeah, we got the neon lights. You're not going to use the most important software release in the history of mankind because you're scared of security. You're scared of security. Oh, I can't use OpenClaw. It might leak everything. It might leak my entire life. Shut up. Just be a responsible human being. Today will arrive my first, just be a man. Today will arrive my first Mac Studio 36 gigabyte 512 GB. Thank you for your knowledge. When I can, I'll be in your academy. Let's go. Join the academy. Link down below. Vibe Coding Academy. Link down below. We've had 6 live boot camps. 6 live boot camps. If you join now, you get access to all those recordings of the 6 live boot camps. That's huge. What do we got going on here? You know what I've been doing over the weekend? I just spent an entire day over the weekend, other than moving. I moved. Other than that, I spent an entire day talking to ChatGPT Pro. The Pro one, 5.4 Pro, like their biggest, baddest model. Just all day, locked in, laser focused on it. Locked in, laser focused, brainstorming apps I'm building. It was massive. It was a massive. Here's the biggest. If you can do this, you're just ahead of everyone else. If you can do this. Lock in, lock in, lock in, and talk to like the best models, ChatGPT 5.4 Pro. You'll get so much out of it. It's so unbelievably smart. It's criminal. The Rabbit R1 is criminally underrated. I can't buy it again, though. I can't buy it again, Len Radman. I bought it last year right when it came out, and I threw it away. It was so useless, I literally put it in the trash can. Yeah, I know they added OpenClaw to it, but like, I don't know, man. I can't buy it again. I'm thinking about making my own Rabbit. I got the Even Realities G2. I got the Even Realities G2. I'm gonna put OpenClaw on that. I'm making my own Rabbit R1. Looking fresh, my guy. Thank you. Thanks a ton, bud. Thanks a ton. How we doing here? He's a little late. Jensen's a little late. He'll be on, though. Lock in. Leave a like down below. Leave a like. Shouldn't the stream have started already? Yeah, it should have. But that's fine. He's a little late. That's fine. That's fine. He'll be on in a second. Relax. He'll be on in a second. He'll be on in a second, and we'll cover it all. I'll break it all down. I'll break it all down. As Jensen makes all the biggest AI announcements of the year, I wrote an integration with OC for the G2s. I'm going to build my own. I'm going to build my own integration. As Jensen Huang makes the biggest, baddest announcements of the year, I'll break it all down live here. I'll tell you exactly what it means. I'll tell you how to take advantage of it. I'll tell you how to make money off of it. I'll tell you what you need to spend your hard-earned dollars on. I'll tell you what will power up your OpenClaw. So make sure you get in here. You leave a like down below. You turn on notifications. You subscribe. You just lock in. You hit every button you see on planet Earth except the back button. Hit every button you see on your screen except the back button. Because this is going to be the biggest live stream of the year. I had to wear a suit for this. Am I wearing pants right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not wearing pants right now. But that you don't need to see that. You don't need to know that. Jensen Huang is about to come on stage. I'm fixing my hair. We're going to see robots. We're going to see the new Optimus. We're going to see the Nvidia OpenClaw. Is Jensen hawking crypto now? No, we fell for it. We fell for the scam. We fell for that. We put on the live stream where he came out and announced the crypto. We fell for it. Did your AI help you move? Yes. In a lot of ways it did. I have a feeling they're going to announce another AI coding platform. I think they're going to announce the Nvidia OpenClaw. I guarantee you there are multiple OpenClaw announcements. I guarantee it. I guarantee there are multiple OpenClaw announcements. He's late because he's running over from the crypto stream. That was crazy. I can't believe I fell for that. Maybe Jensen's really why? That's crazy. I don't want to say the C word too much on here. Or I feel like YouTube will dock this video. Will Nvidia crash sell the news? Is Nvidia crashing right now? Is Nvidia crashing right now? It's not crashing right now. What are you talking about? Is Jensen hawking crypto? No, he's not. That was a fake stream. Put on pants. No, don't tell me what to do. This is going to be pretty huge. That's what she said. Optimus is from Elon. Yeah. And Nvidia is tightly integrated with Elon. Nvidia, let's see, what's Nvidia? Nvidia's up 2% right now. Nvidia's up 2%. Should we do a quick investment corner? Should we do a quick investment corner while we wait for Jensen? Jensen's about to come out. Jensen's assistant just texted me and said he's about to come out. Nemo Claw. Why are people... Peter Steinberger is at GTC. I'm going to GTC right after this live stream. I might meet Peter there. We'll see. I'm going to the OpenClaw event at GTC. I think Nvidia. Listen, Nvidia now invited me to GTC. They're not going to invite me ever again if you say things like Nvidia in my chat. Stop saying Nvidia. I'll never get invited to another Nvidia event again if you guys do that. I'll never get invited to another Nvidia event again. You guys have to stop doing that. You have to stop doing that. DJX Spark. I got the DJX Spark. You see that? I got the DJX Spark. Shout out Nvidia. They didn't give this to me. I bought this. I spent $4,000 on this. But still, shout out Nvidia. Did not buy me this. Nvidia's never given me anything for free in my life. Probably because you all say Nvidia in my chat. Stop saying that. I'll never get a sponsor. I mean, I'm the luckiest human being on planet Earth that OpenAI even reached out to me last week after what you guys say in the chat. Nvidia is looking like buyers are in the house strong right now. Yeah, we're up 2%. Why does everyone keep saying Nemo Claw? Is Nemo Claw sending people in here to say this? Chung's, what? You misspelled my name, Chung's. What do you want? This is gonna be huge. They give you free content. Man, I want to see Nvidia go against Goonthropic. Permanent underclass 26. I'm going to be in the permanent underclass if you keep saying stuff like that. Ban the G word. I should ban. Favorite model for the Spark? I'm running 2 now, right? Trying to find the sweet spot. Just put Nemo. Yeah, I'm testing Nemotron 3 right now as well. I'm testing Nemotron 3. I got Nemotron 3. Let me have Henry pull up Nemotron 3. I got Nemo, which is NVIDIA's new open source model. Great news from NVIDIA. They are going all in on open source models. They're going all in on open source models. Is the Nemotron 3 demo app running? Can you run it, please? I got it running right now on my Spark as well. Nemotron 3. I'll give you a quick demo before Jensen comes out here. I'll give you a quick demo before Jensen comes out of Nemotron 3, NVIDIA's new open source model. It's sick. Ban the G word. Ban the G word. Arses who think posting like that. Yeah, it's not funny. It's not funny. The G word's not funny. Do not say Goonthropic. Do not say Goonvidia. It's not funny. Jensen's not coming. Yes, he is, dude. Yes, he is. He's coming. Relax. He's coming. Do not come. Do not come. Do not come. He's coming. I promise you. He's coming. He's very close to coming. Adderall. Why'd you just say Adderall in the chat? Open source Nvidia. Where did you get all that info? Who in the US will take the lead in open source models? Nvidia announced that. They announced they're spending like $38 billion on open source models. They announced that last week and then released Nemotron. Where you been? I'll give you a Nemotron 3 demo in just a second here. Henry's pulling it up. I saw the league conference. What are you talking about? Hey, Alex, just curious. Why don't you just make 100 open claws and put them on coding, outreach, marketing, let them communicate with one another? It would probably cost $10,000 a month with cloud subs. FinFam forever. FinFam forever. Listen, the hair's going nuts. I shampooed a couple days ago. Hair's going nuts. Listen. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay FinFam forever. Stay very closely tuned. More on that soon. More on that soon. Aren't you glad I tipped you off on Nemotron release on your live stream the other day? Yes, Repat. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. I'm coming to what? Goonertron? What? Bring this new background sucks. Bring the kitchen back. It's a work in progress. I just moved in here, Midnight Hazard. In just a couple minutes, Jensen Huang is coming out on stage. Jensen Huang is coming out on stage for the most important. Here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready? Lock in. Leave likes down below. The more likes you leave down below, the bigger the announcements will be from Jensen Huang. Leave likes down below right now. The more likes, if we get to 10,000 likes, Jensen Huang will give everyone here a DJX Spark for free. If we get 10,000 likes, Jensen Huang is sending every person watching this live stream a free DJX Spark. Let's go. Here we go. Lock in. Biggest AI announcement of the year. Jensen Huang? No, don't say that. Nvidia will not sponsor me. $4.99 donation. Samit Kose by Nvidia. Get enterprise by using open source models. Make the AI. How's the audio?
This is how intelligence is made. A new kind of factory.
This is beautiful. I love it. God bless Jensen Huang.
The building blocks of AI.
16 minutes late, Jensen Huang.
Tokens have opened a new frontier.
I love tokens.
Turning data
50 memberships?
And drawing on all we have learned. Tokens are harnessing a new wave
50
of
membership? Patrick Barnhill. You
and unlocking the secrets of the stars. In virtual worlds, they help robots learn. And in the physical
Patrick
world,
Barnhill, my man, 50 membership. Let's go.
Forging new paths.
Those robots. Art Patrick, man. Whole FinFam, thank you. Whole FinFam,
clearing the way for a bountiful harvest.
50 membership.
In the moments that matter, tokens are already there.
Wow.
And in the miles between,
We love Patrick.
They never stop. They work where human hands cannot. So we may all breathe.
This is
easier.
audio's kind of bad. What do you mean audio's kind of bad? Is audio kind of bad?
Beat stronger.
Let me get one of those memberships. I am a comp. I need a helping hand. I give you 20% of my profits if I create. Why does I don't get the membership? How do you get the membership for?
tokens.
I don't even know how gifted
that help
memberships
us
work.
grow
I figure they just give it to random people, no?
on a scale
If you say the sound is bad
to
and the
empower
sound's not actually
the
bad, I
world.
instantly ban you. This is the Nvidia conference. This is massive.
We can reach
We just got 50 gifted memberships. How do gifted
well
memberships
beyond
work?
it.
Your mic cuts out and gets overpowered by audio.
Together, we take the next great leap into a bright new future.
All these people lining up so early in the morning, all of you in here, it's great to see you. GTC. GTC, we're going to talk about technology. We're going to talk about platforms. NVIDIA has 3 platforms. You think that we mostly talk about one of them. It's related to CUDA-X. Our systems is another platform. And now we have a new platform called AI Factories. We're going to talk about all of them.
All right, here we go.
And most importantly, we're going to talk about ecosystems.
I got audio,
But before I
so
start,
it doesn't cut off the audio.
let me thank our pre-game show hosts. I thought they did a great job.
How do I give out the 50
Sarah Go of
memberships?
Conviction,
Does anyone know?
Alfred Lim, Sequoia Capital, NVIDIA's first venture capitalist. Gavin Baker, NVIDIA's first major institutional investor. These 3 people are deep in technology,
Baker's good
deep
on all in.
in what's going on, and of course, they have just a really broad reach of technology ecosystem. And then, of course, all of the VIPs that I hand-selected to join us today, all-star team. I want to thank all
Look
of
at
you
those
for that.
VIPs. Peter Steinberger's there.
I also want to thank all the companies that are here.
Open Claw God Peter Steinberger's there.
NVIDIA, as you know, is a platform company. We have technology, we have our platforms.
The 50 gifted were
we have
already given out.
rich ecosystem. And today, there are probably 100% of the $100 trillion of industry here. 450 companies sponsored this event. I want to thank you. 1,000
I love you,
technical
Jorge.
sessions, 2,000 speakers.
Thank you, Jorge.
This conference is going to cover every single layer of the 5-layer cake of artificial intelligence, from land, power, and shell, the infrastructure, to chips, to the platforms, the models, and of course, the most important, and ultimately, what's going to get this industry taken off is all of the applications. What it all began here. This is the 20th anniversary of CUDA. We've been working on CUDA for 20 years. For 20 years, we've been dedicated to this architecture, this revolutionary invention.
I don't know how to give out the memberships. How do
Single
I give out the 50
instruction,
memberships?
multi-threaded, writing scalar.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Code could spawn off into multi-threaded application, much, much easier to program than SIMD. We recently added tiles so that we could help people program tensor cores and the structures of mathematics that are so foundational.
I kind of want to go with the leather jacket
today.
look. Should I go with the leather jacket look?
Thousands of tools.
Yeah, YouTube automatically gave it out. Stop telling me to give out the memberships. YouTube gave it out automatically.
In open source, there's a couple of 100,000 public projects. CUDA literally is integrated into every single ecosystem. This chart,
I'm thinking about being a leather daddy.
Basically describes
Should I be a leather daddy like
100%
Jensen?
of NVIDIA's strategies.
Should I become a leather daddy?
Talk about this slide from the very beginning.
Say leather daddy in the chat if you want me to be a leather daddy.
The single hardest thing to achieve is the thing on the bottom, installed base. It has taken us 20 years to now have built up hundreds of millions of GPUs and computing systems around the world that run CUDA.
Say leather daddy
We're
in
in
the
every
chat if you want me
cloud.
to be a leather daddy.
We're in every computer company. We serve just about every single industry. The installed base of CUDA is the reason why the flywheel is accelerating. The installed base is what attracts developers, and then creates new algorithms that achieves a breakthrough. For example, deep learning. There are so many others. Those breakthroughs leads to entirely new markets. which builds new ecosystems around them with other companies that join.
Goon
which
chair in the
creates a
background. It's not
larger
a goon chair.
install
It's a
base.
reading chair.
This flywheel is now
You
accelerating.
shut the fuck
The
up.
number of downloads of NVIDIA libraries is incredibly accelerating. It's at a very large scale and growing faster than ever. This flywheel is what makes this computing platform.
Do I want heavier
able
leather or
to
lighter
sustain
leather? What's
so
better,
much
heavier
applications,
leather or lighter leather?
So many new breakthroughs, but most importantly, it also enables these
Not your
infrastructures to
look
have
sticks to the blazer?
extraordinarily
I don't
useful
know. I feel
life.
like I could pull off the leather.
And the reason for that is very obvious. There's so many applications that you can run on NVIDIA CUDA. We support every single phase of the AI lifecycle. We address every single data processing platform.
Thanks. You look awesome,
We
Katie Berlin.
accelerate scientific principled solvers
Come on,
of
Jensen.
all different kinds.
Give us the open
And
claw
so the
computer.
application reach is so
You
great
go leather, make sure inner
that
sleeves aren't
once
silky, makes
you
you sweaty as
install
hell.
NVIDIA GPUs, the useful life of it is incredibly high. It is also one of the reasons why Ampere, that we shipped them some 6 years ago, the pricing of Ampere in the cloud is going up. And so all of that is made
There you
possible
go.
fundamentally because the install
Leave a
base
like
is
down below.
high,
Everyone hit
the
like,
flywheel is
Jensen.
high, the
Get enough
developer
likes
reach is
when we
great.
say open claw
And when
computer.
all of that happens, and we continuously update our
Stop saying
software,
Nemo claw. Stop saying
the
Nemo
computing
claw.
cost declines. The combination of accelerated computing speeding up applications tremendously. Meanwhile,
This isn't boring.
as we
Shut up,
continue to
Permanent
nurture and
Underclass.
continue
He's
to
about to
update
announce the
software
biggest
over
thing.
its life,
You'd
not
be
only
so
do you
hot.
get
Thank
the
you, Ali
first-time
Catals.
pop, you get the continuous cost
Go
reduction
with leather
of
chaps.
accelerated
Do I go
computing over
assless
time.
leather chaps?
And we're willing to nurture, willing to support every single
Michael
one
Jackson
of
leather
these
zipper
GPUs in the world
jumpsuit
because
look.
they're all architecturally compatible. We're willing to do so because the install base is so large.
Should I make
if
an
we
open claw
release a new
wrapper called Goon
optimization,
Claw?
it benefits millions.
Go
This
Jensen.
applies to everybody in the
Do I get a
world.
red leather jacket? Do I go red
This
leather jacket?
combination of dynamics is what makes the NVIDIA architecture expand its
Announce
reach,
the open claw
accelerating its
computer,
growth,
Jensen.
at the same time driving down computing cost, which ultimately encourages new growth.
AI assless
So,
chaps will
CUDA
no one will
is
ever
at the
know
center of it.
on live.
But our
I might
journey
be
to
wearing
CUDA
assless
actually
chaps
started
right now.
25 years ago. GeForce,
Look at that. Look at that 1080. 2080. Look at a 3090 right now on my computer.
I know how many of you
That's
grew up with
getting weird.
GeForce.
Yeah, turn off the chat if you don't want to see weird
GeForce is
stuff.
NVIDIA's greatest marketing campaign. We attract future customers.
It's the
starting
intro. They're warming
long
up,
before
Paul. You, can't
you could
come out
afford
there
to pay
and
for
announce
it
the biggest
yourself.
AI things of
Your
all time.
parents paid.
You gotta warm up the crowd.
Your parents paid.
Relax.
Your parents paid for you to be NVIDIA customers.
Take
And
the
every
Ritalin.
single year,
2
they
minutes
paid
into
up
this speech.
year after year
Big
after
announcements
year
are coming.
until someday you became an amazing computer scientist and became a proper customer,
Does Jensen wear
a proper developer. But this
Does
is
Jensen have a motorcycle?
the house that GeForce made. 25 years ago, we started our journey, which led to CUDA. 25 years ago, we invented the programmable
It's very
shader,
nice of him.
a perfectly unobvious invention to make an
Yeah, he's building
accelerator
the narrative. Everyone
programmable.
relax. He's building
The
narrative.
world's
Leave like down
first
below.
programmable
Twitch gang in the
accelerator,
house.
the
What's
pixel
up,
shader.
IAMS Van? Twitch gang up.
25 years ago, that led us to explore further and further. 20 years later, 5 years later, the invention of CUDA. One of the biggest investments that we
I
made,
might do it.
and we couldn't afford it at the time, and it consumed the vast
I did the
majority of
same
our
thing. I fell
company's
for it.
profits,
I fell for it.
was to take CUDA on the backs of GeForce to every single computer. We dedicated ourselves to create this platform because we felt so strongly about its potential, but ultimately, the company's dedication to it,
6090. They
despite
might announce.
the
They might
hardships
announce
in the
6090
beginning,
on here.
believing in every single day for 13 generations of 20 years, we now have CUDA installed everywhere. The pixel shader led to, of course, the revolution of GeForce. And then 10 years ago, we introduced, about 10 years ago, what is it, 8 years ago? We introduced RTX, a complete redesign of our architecture for the modern era of computer graphics. GeForce brought CUDA to the world. GeForce, therefore, enabled Alex Kruszewski and Ilya Sutskever and Jeff Hinton, Andrew Ng, and so many others to discover that the GPU could be their friend in accelerating deep learning. It started the big
Yeah, I
bang
agree
of
with you.
AI.
I'm not a fan of the white souls look
10
anymore.
years ago, we
the white
decided
souls look, come over
that we
it.
would
Let's get past the white souls look.
Programmable shading and
Let's get past
introduce
the white
two
souls
new
look.
ideas. Ray tracing, hardware ray tracing, which is incredibly hard to do, and a new idea at the time. Imagine, about 10 years ago, we thought that AI
Look at all
would
the members at
revolutionize
50
computer
gifted.
graphics.
Wait, did he do a second
Just
50
as
gifted?
GeForce brought AI
Did
to the world,
did Patrick do a
AI is
second
now
50
going to go
gifted?
back and revolutionize how computer graphics is done all
Patrick
together.
did another 50 gifted.
Well, today I'm going to show you something of the future. This is our next generation of graphics technology. We call it neural rendering, the fusion of 3D graphics and artificial
Another
intelligence.
50 gifted
This
from
is
Patrick
DLSS
Barnhill,
5.
the
Take a look
biggest
at it.
savage. I gotta name him. I gotta name an agent after Patrick. I gotta name an agent after Patrick. The Goon Chair. You guys like the Goon Chair? 100 gifted memberships from Patrick Barnhill. I hear if you leave a like, you have a better chance of the gifted. I hear if you leave a like down below, you have a better chance of the gifted memberships and turn on notifications. I hear that gives you a better chance if you turn on notifications. You get the gifted that he just bought. Patrick Barnhill. Let's get some Patricks in the chat. Patrick is our leather daddy today. Patrick is our leather daddy today. Wow. Patrick, 100 gifted. Look at these games. These are good looking games. I just bought Slay the Spire 2 last night. I got back into gaming for the first time in 3 months. Got Slay the Spire 2. It's sick. You don't even need ray tracing for it. Patrick Barnhill's a man. Ada Shakri with the one gifted. Let's go. Seda, what's up, Seda? How you doing, Seda? How you doing? How you doing?
Is that incredible?
Slay the Spire 2, incredible game, by the way. Slay the Spire 2, incredible game.
Computer graphics comes to life. Now, what did we do?
I don't know. I just
We
like that term.
fused
I just keep saying it. I like the term.
controllable 3D graphics, the ground truth of virtual worlds, the structured data. Remember this word, the structured data.
Can you run Motrin
of
on Mac
virtual
Studio?
worlds,
What's Motrin? Like the
of
drug?
generated worlds.
Can you
We
run the
combine
drug
3D
on Mac
graphics,
Studio?
structured
What's
data
Motrin?
with generative AI, probabilistic computing. One of them is completely predictive. The other one, probabilistic.
I played for like
yet
an hour. I
highly
played like an
realistic.
hour
We
of
combine these
Slay
two
the Spire
ideas.
2 last night.
Combine these two ideas, controlled through structured data, controlled perfectly,
Big day for Patrick.
and yet generating at the same time. And as a result, the content is beautiful, amazing, as well as controllable. This concept of fusing structured information and generative
This guy's
AI
the best.
will
Who's better than
repeat
Jensen
itself
Huang, man,
in
other
one
than
industry
Patrick?
after another industry after another industry. Structured data is the foundation.
We
of
love you, Patrick. We
trustworthy
love you,
AI.
Patrick.
Well,
You're the biggest. Get the biggest dong on this
this is going
live
to
stream,
scare you a
Patrick,
little
other than
bit. I'm
Jensen.
going to flip the slide. And
6090
don't gasp.
coming?
So we're going to go through this schematic for the rest of the time.
I can't. If I did a video game live stream, I'd have 10 people
This
watching.
is my best slide. Every time I asked
I
the
was
team,
invited.
what's
I
my
could have
best
been there.
slide? Repeatedly, this was it. They say, don't do it, Jensen. Don't do it. I said,
agree.
no.
It's no longer
This-
Chad. It's Patrick.
These seats are free for some of you. So this is your price of admission. So this is structured data. You've heard of it. SQL, Spark, Pandas, Velox, some of these really, really important, very large platforms. Snowflake, Databricks.
Yeah, permanent upper class is now
EMR,
permanent
Amazon EMR,
Patrick class.
Azure,
The
Fabric,
upper class is now the Patrick class.
Google Cloud, BigQuery. All of these platforms are processing data
we getting a
frames.
6090?
These data frames are giant spreadsheets, and they hold all of life's information. This is the structured data, the ground truth of business. This is the ground truth of enterprise computing. Well, now we're going to have AI use structured data, and we better accelerate the living daylights out of it.
The announcements are coming.
used to be okay,
He's
and we would,
setting the
you know, of
stage for
course,
massive announcements.
we would
He's setting the
accelerate,
stage for massive announcements.
structured data so that we could do more, we could do it more cheaply,
kind of
we
slide
could do
is
it more
this?
frequently
Jesus,
per
what are we
day,
doing here? What
and
is
keep
this
the company
slide?
running at a much more synchronized way.
What is this slide?
However,
Get this
in
slide
the
off the
future,
screen.
what's going to happen
Horrible
is these
slide,
data
Jensen.
structures
Horrible
are going
slide
to be
to
used by
lead off
AI.
with here.
And AI is going to be much, much faster than us. Future agents are going to use structured databases as well. And then, of course,
They use
the
Excalibur.
unstructured database,
The biggest.
the generative database.
Jesus.
This database represents the vast majority of the world. Vector databases, unstructured data, PDFs, videos, speeches, all of the world's information, about 90% of what's generated every single year is unstructured data. Until now, this data has been completely useless to the world. We read it, we put it into our file system, and that's it. Unfortunately, we can't query it. We can't search for it. It's hard to do that. And the reason for that is because there's no easy indexing of unstructured data. You have to understand its meaning, its purpose. And so now we have AI do that. Just as AI was able to solve multi-modality
Here we go.
perception, you can now
Love you, Vaughn. How you doing, Vaughn
use
Nelson?
that same
Love you too.
technology, multi-modality perception and understanding, to go read a PDF, to understand its meaning. And from that meaning, embed it into a larger structure that we can search into, we can
See how
query
Nvidia
into.
stock's doing.
Nvidia created
Still up 2%.
foundational libraries, just like we created RTX for 3D graphics. We created cuDF for data frames, structured data. We created cuVS for vector stores, semantic data, unstructured data, AI data. These two platforms are going to be two of the most important platforms in the future. Super excited to see its adoption throughout the network, this complicated network of the world's data processing systems. And the reason for that is because data processing has been around a long time. And therefore, so many different companies and platforms and services, it has taken us a long time to integrate deeply into this ecosystem. I'm super proud of the work that we're doing here. And then today, we're announcing several of them.
Here we go.
IBM, the inventor of SQL, one of the most important domain-specific languages of all time, is accelerating Watson X data with cuDF. Let's take a look at it.
60 years ago, IBM introduced the System 360, the first modern platform for general-purpose computing, launching the computing era. Then SQL,
He's setting
a
the
declarative
stage
language
YouTube
to
account
query
and have
data
a relax.
without requiring the computer to be instructed step by step. And the data warehouse, each the foundations of modern enterprise computing. Today, IBM and Nvidia are reinventing data processing for the era of AI by accelerating IBM Watson X data SQL engines with Nvidia GPU computing libraries. Data is the ground truth that gives AI context and meaning.
I love data.
AI needs
Who here
rapid
loves
access
data?
to massive data sets. Today's
Teach
CPU
you
data
every
processing
critical
systems
skill on planet
can't
Earth.
keep up.
Every critical skill you need
Nestle
to know.
makes thousands of supply chain
You
decisions
learn in the Vibe
every day.
Coding Academy.
Their order
Every
to cache
skill
data
you
mart
need to learn
aggregates
to
every
win,
supply,
win,
order,
win.
and delivery event across global
Vibe Coding
operations
Academy, link
in
down below.
185 countries. On CPUs,
Patrick
Nestle
for
refreshed the
Ayatollah.
data mart
Patrick
a
for the
few
new
times a day.
Ayatollah.
With accelerated Watson X data
Patrick
running
for the
on
new
Nvidia
Ayatollah.
GPUs, Nestle can run the same workload 5 times faster.
I love
at
data. I'm a big
83%
data guy.
lower
Everyone
cost.
knows I'm a data guy.
The next computing platform has arrived. Accelerated computing
No one loves data
for
more
the
than
era
me.
of AI.
NVIDIA accelerates data processing in the cloud. We also accelerate data processing on-prem. As you know, Dell is the world-leading computer systems maker, and they also are one of the world's leading storage providers. And they worked with us to create the
Let's go,
Dell
Crypto Titan
AI
82.
data platform that integrates cuDF and cuVS to create an accelerated
Talk
data
about RJ
platform.
Johnson.
Well, for the era of AI. And this is an example. Of what they did with NTT data, huge speed up. This is cloud, Google Cloud, and Google Cloud, as you know, we've been working with Google Cloud for a very long time. We accelerate, or we reduce their cost of computing by nearly 80%.
We're back.
When you accelerate data processing, when you accelerate computing,
back.
you get the benefit of speed, you get the benefit of scale, but most importantly, you also
Small
get
glitch,
the
we're good.
benefit of cost.
Small glitch, we're
And
good.
so all of those come together as one. It was originally called Moore's Law. Moore's Law was about getting performance doubling every couple of years.
I'm at 2
It's another
gigabyte
way of
Wi-Fi. Don't
saying,
tell me I got Starbucks Wi-Fi.
so long as the price remains about the same, and most computers remained about the same, you're also getting twice the performance every year, or you're reducing the cost of computing every single year. Well, Moore's Law has run out of steam. We need a new approach. Accelerated computing allows us to take these giant leaps forward.
First big
And
announcement
as you
coming.
will see later, because we continue to optimize the algorithms, and NVIDIA is an algorithm company, as we continue to optimize the algorithms, and because our reach is so large and our install base is so large, we can reduce the computing cost, increasing the scale, increasing the speed for everybody continuously. This is Google Cloud. You could see this pattern I just mentioned. I just wanted to show you 3 versions of it. NVIDIA built the accelerated computing platform. Has a bunch of libraries on top. I gave you 3 examples. RTX is one of them. cuDF is another.
Yo, permanent
cuVS,
underclass, you're about to get
and we'll
banned.
show you
Shut
a
up.
few more. These libraries sit on top of our platform. But ultimately, we integrate into the world's cloud services, into the world's OEMs, and together, and other platforms that I'll show you, together, we're able to reach the world. This pattern,
Positivity
NVIDIA,
only here. Positivity
Google
only.
Cloud, Snapchat, will repeat over and over again, and it kind of looks like this. And so this is one example, NVIDIA with Google Cloud. We accelerate Vertex AI. We accelerate BigQuery. We accelerate, I'm super proud of the work that we've done with JAX and XLA. We're incredible on PyTorch. We're the only accelerator in the world that's
people taking
incredible on
$30,000
PyTorch
backs
and
from
incredible
Hostinger.
on JAX and XLA. And the customers that we support.
Your favorite YouTubers taking $30,000 bags from Hostinger. Screw them. They take $30,000 bags to shill Hostinger, and they don't even use it for their own OpenClaw.
That we can then land on the clouds. Our relationship with cloud service providers are essentially us bringing customers to them. We integrate our libraries, we accelerate workloads, and we land those customers in the clouds. And so, as you could see, most of our cloud service providers love working with us, and they're always asking us to land the next customer on their cloud. And I just want to let you know, there are a lot of customers. We're going to accelerate everybody. And so there'll be lots and lots of customers we'll be able to land in your cloud. Just be patient with us. And so this is Google Cloud. This is AWS. We've been working with AWS a long time.
I muted him to make
one of the areas, one of the things I'm super excited about this year is we're going to bring OpenAI to AWS.
Guy take a bag from.
So it's going to drive enormous consumption of cloud computing at AWS.
Yeah, multitask. Everyone should be chatting with their OpenClaw right now. Everyone chat with your OpenClaw while we do this.
They are completely compute constrained. And so AWS, we accelerate EMR, we accelerate SageMaker, we accelerate Bedrock. NVIDIA's integrated really deeply into.
If people don't know what this is the biggest AI keynote of the entire year. He's going to announce the biggest OpenClaw AI announcements in the history of mankind. You need to be locked in right now. You need to hit a like down below. You need to. This is it. This is the big one.
That led to the big successful partnership with OpenAI. But we've been working with Azure for quite a long time. We accelerate.
I slept for 2 hours last night.
Now it's
2 hours of sleep last night.
AI Foundry we partner deeply with. We accelerate Bing Search. We
Bing
work
Search,
with them
baby.
On Azure
Accelerate Bing
regions.
Search.
This is one of the areas that is incredibly important as we continue to expand AI throughout the world. One of the capabilities that we offer is confidential computing. That in confidential computing, you want to make sure that even the operator cannot see your data.
Confidential computing, baby.
Even the operator
confidential computing.
cannot touch or see your models. Confidential computing, NVIDIA's GPUs is the first ones in the world to do that. It's now able to support confidential computing and protected deployment of these very valuable OpenAI models and Anthropic models throughout clouds and
Nemotron 3 might
regions,
be the good one, though.
All because of our confidential computing. Confidential computing is super important.
Confidential.
And here's an
I love
example
confidential computing.
where we have different customers that we work with. Synopsys, a great partner of ours, we're accelerating all of their EDA and CAE workflows. And then we landed at Microsoft Azure. We were Oracle's first AI customer.
You sleep too much? I only get like
Most
2
people
hours of
would have
sleep a
thought
night.
we were their
Can you
first
tell?
supplier. We were their first supplier also, but we were their first AI customer. I'm quite proud of the fact that I
Qwen 3
explained
smarter, mini claws
AI
or
clouds
mini
to
max
Oracle
is
for the
more
first time. And we were their first
efficient.
customer.
So if you need speed, I go
Since
mini
then,
max.
they've really taken off. We've landed a whole bunch of our partners there.
Bing.
Cohere and
Who's using
Fireworks, and of
Bing?
course, very famously, OpenAI. A great partnership with CoreWeave. They're the world's first
There's a bigger version. There's a
AI
smaller
native
version.
cloud. A company that was built
The bigger
with only
version's
one
really
singular
smart.
purpose, to provision, to host GPUs as
Let's
the
go,
era of
Travis B.
accelerated computing showed up, and to
Live
host
Boot Camp
for
Friday,
AI
Travis B.
clouds.
Live
They've
Boot
got
Camp
some
Friday.
fantastic
Welcome to the
customers,
Vibe Code
and they're
Academy.
growing
Good to
incredibly.
have you here.
One of the platforms
Good
that
to
I'm
have
quite
you here.
excited about is Palantir and Dell. The
Palantir,
three
baby.
of our companies
That won't
have made
be
it possible to
controversial.
stand up a brand new
That won't
type
cause
of
any
AI
controversy.
platform, the Palantir Ontology platform, an AI platform. And we could stand up these platforms in any country, in any air-gapped region, completely on-prem, completely on-site, completely in the field. AI could be deployed literally everywhere. Without our confidential computing capability, without our ability to build the end-to-end system, as well as offer the entire accelerated computing and AI stack, from data processing, whether it's vectors or structures, all the way to AI, it wouldn't have been possible. I wanted to show you these examples. This is our special working relationship with the world's cloud service providers. And many, well, all of them are here. And I get the benefit of seeing them during booth tour, and it's just so incredibly exciting. I just want to thank all of you for the hard work. What Nvidia has done is this, and you're going to see this theme over and over again. Nvidia is vertically integrated, the world's first vertically
Love it,
integrated.
Softero. You enjoying it? You getting good
but
use out of
horizontally
it? Things
open
going well,
company.
Softero, Giftos?
And the reason that's necessary is very simple. Accelerated computing is not a chip problem.
Ontology?
Accelerated computing is not a systems problem.
What's ontology?
Accelerated computing has a missing word. We just never say it anymore. Application acceleration. If I could make a computer
Googling
run
ontology.
everything
What's
faster,
ontology?
that's called a CPU. But that's run out of steam.
The branch
only
of
way for
metaphysics
us
dealing
to
with the nature of
accelerate
being.
applications going forward and continue to bring tremendous speed up, tremendous cost
A
reduction.
set of concepts and
is
categories
through
in a subject area or
application or
domain that shows their
domain-specific
properties and the relationship
acceleration.
between them.
I dropped that phrase in the front, and therefore it just became accelerated computing. And that is the reason why NVIDIA has to be library after library, domain after domain, vertical
I got
after
tricked,
vertical.
Nicholas. I got tricked.
We are a vertically integrated computing company. There is no other way.
Undecided just yet,
understand the
FinFam
applications,
forever.
we have to understand the
I don't have a
domain, we have
judgment
to
on if
understand
Nemotron's better than Quen
fundamentally
just
the
yet. I'm still
algorithms,
doing
and
testing.
we have
I'm
to
booting up
figure
the
out how
test
to
now.
deploy the algorithm in whatever scenario
Every Friday
it
I
wants
do
to
a
be
live boot
deployed,
camp.
whether it's a data center,
But there are multiple
cloud, on-prem,
full
at the
courses
edge,
in the
or in a
Vibe Code
robotic
Academy.
system.
So in between
All
the
of those
Friday
computing
boot camps,
systems are
you have
different.
full 3
And finally,
courses.
the systems and chips. We are vertically integrated.
Vertical,
What makes
baby.
it incredibly powerful, and the reason why you saw all the slides, is because NVIDIA's horizontally open.
Let's go in Vanilla.
We'll work and integrate
Let's
NVIDIA's technology
frickin' go.
into whatever platform you would like us to
I'm,
integrate
booting,
into.
I'm in a new
We offer
apartment.
you
I'm
the
connecting
software,
my
we
DGX
offer you
Spark. I
libraries,
got to figure out the demo. I
we
just
integrate
moved.
with your technology
I'm talking
so
to Henry
that we
to
can
figure
bring
this out.
accelerated computing to everybody in the world. Well, this GTC is really a great demonstration of that. You know, most of the time, you'll see me talk about these verticals, and I'll use some examples.
Verticals, baby. Let's
but
get
in every
vertical.
single case,
Let's do the
whether it's
vertical
automotive,
tango.
by the way, financial services, the largest percentage of attendees at this GTC is from the financial services industry.
What are you doing with it, Hypnotic Blaze?
I
What are you
know.
doing with it?
I'm hoping
We know what you're
it's
doing with it.
developers, not traders. Guys,
I'm a Patriots fan, baby.
here's one thing I wanted to say. And so in the audience represents NVIDIA's ecosystem upstream of our supply chain and downstream of our supply chain. And we think about our supply chain upstream and downstream. And it's just so exciting that our entire upstream supply chain this last year, irrespective of whether you're a 50-year-old company, we have 70-year-old companies, we have a 150-year-old company who are now part of NVIDIA's supply chain and partnering with us either upstream or downstream. And last year,
I love Google, but no offense.
You had your record year. Did you not? Congratulations.
I'm not clapping for Jensen. I'm clapping for Jay Zenix. Just started watching the
We're on to
OpenClaw
something
videos.
here.
Love it, Jay.
This is the beginning of something very, very big. And so if you look at accelerated computing, we've now set the computing platform, but in order for us
I love Romeo Dobbs.
to activate those computing platforms, we need to have domain-specific libraries
AJ Brown,
that
but
solve very
Romeo and
important
AJ Brown
problems
would be a
in
sick
each
combo.
one of the verticals that we address. You see us addressing every single one of this. Autonomous vehicles, our reach, our breadth, our impact, incredible.
Genius,
we have
hypnotic
a track
plays,
on
genius.
That. Financial services, I just mentioned.
I'm going to make a video on how to make
trading is going from classical machine learning with.
I think maybe my next video might be how to make money with OpenClaw, and I go over building OpenClaws for specific verticals. So that's coming soon.
Massive amounts of data, discovering insight and discovering patterns by itself. And so this is going through its deep learning.
I don't think you can do it through OAuth. I think you have to do it through API.
Healthcare is going through their ChatGPT moment. Some really exciting work that we're there. We have a great keynote track here. We have a great keynote track. Kimberly Powell's doing a great keynote track for healthcare. We're talking about AI physics or AI biology for drug discovery.
No, if you're going to build a
AI
project, do it with
agents for
Claude
customer
Code
service
or Codex, not
and
OpenClaw.
support
OpenClaw, use it to build its own
diagnosis.
tooling, not like
and of
big
course,
projects.
Physical AI, robotic systems. All these different vectors
No,
of
I have
AI
not.
have different platforms that NVIDIA provides. Industrial, we are completely resetting and starting the largest build out of human history. And most of the world's industries, building
Those are two
AI
different
factories,
things.
building chip plants,
Mango Wang.
computer plants are represented here today. Media and entertainment, gaming, of course, real-time AI platform so that we could translation and
AI gaming is going to be so big. AI gaming might be the biggest thing out of all of these. Once the gaming industry accepts AI, it's over, baby. Gaming is going to get so much better once the gaming industry accepts AI. The issue is everyone in gaming is like, oh, AI is the worst thing to ever happen. Once they get over that, and they start implementing AI all over gaming, it's going to be so sick. I'm really debating on getting a DJX. Tell me why I shouldn't. Well, you should get a DJX if you want to train your own models and be like a AI researcher, train your own models, your own LoRa's, things like that. If you want to do more than just host models, the DGX Spark's the way to go. If you want to like train your own models. But if you want to if all you care about is hosting local models, then the Mac Studio is the way to go. I got a DGX Spark though, it's sick.
With literally every single company that we know of building robots. We have 110 robots here at the show. And then telecommunications. About as large as the world's IT industry, about $2 trillion. We see, of course,
I don't think
base
AJ's
stations
washed.
everywhere.
I think he has a couple years left on him.
One of the world's infrastructures. It was the infrastructure of the last
Kanye concerts in
generation
2
of
weeks.
computing.
Going to
That
Kanye in LA in 2
infrastructure
weeks.
is going to get completely reinvented. And the reason for that is very simple. That base station, which is...
No, you just tell it to code something and it codes it.
It does one thing, which is base station. It's going to be an AI infrastructure platform in the future.
No,
AI
I use it. I
at
haven't
the
gotten
edge.
banned yet.
And so lots of great,
use your Anthropic OAuth with OpenClaw. Just do it. Stop listening to the rules. Do not listen to the rules. Just do it. Just use your Anthropic OAuth. Break the rules. Do not listen. I do it. Just do it. Break the rules.
computing platforms, but very importantly, our CUDA-X libraries.
That's a good point.
Our CUDA-X libraries is the algorithms that NVIDIA invents. We are an algorithm company. That's what makes us special. That's what makes it possible for me to be able to go into every single one of these industries, imagine the future, and have the world's best computer scientists describe and solve problems, refactor it, re-express it, and turn it into a library. We have so many. I think we have At this show,
I did.
we're
I
announcing
did see that.
100 libraries, 70 libraries, maybe 40 models. And that's just at the show. We're updating these all the time. We're updating them all the time. The libraries is the crown jewels of our
I think I
company.
slightly
It is what
lean
makes it
Codex
possible
right
for
now.
that
I think I
platform,
slightly
the
lean
computing
Codex.
platform to be activated
But
in
Claude Code's still
service of
fantastic.
solving a problem, making impact. One of the biggest, one
Yes.
of the most important libraries that we ever created, cuDNN, CUDA Deep Neural Networks. It completely revolutionized
the deepest
artificial
neural
intelligence,
network, the
caused
deepest
Big
neural
Bang
network.
of modern AI. Let me
Very
show you a short
deep
video
neural
about
network.
CUDA-X.
20 years ago, we built CUDA, a single
Yes, I talked about
architecture
it in the
for
last
accelerated
boot
computing.
camp. Yes. Join
Today,
the Vibe Code Academy link
we've
down below.
reinvented computing. 1,000 CUDA-X libraries
Me
help
too.
developers make breakthroughs in every field of science and engineering. cuOpt for decision optimization.
cuOpt.
cuLitho for
What
computational
kind of naming
lithography.
is this? cuLitho?
cuDSS for direct
cuDSS?
sparse solvers.
What are we doing? We got better naming. This is like OpenAI level.
cuEquivariance for geometry-aware neural networks.
Equivariance?
Ariel for AI RAM.
Ariel. That's a good name.
Warp for differentiable physics.
Warp's a good name.
Parabricks for genomics.
It sucks now, but it's going to get
At their
better.
foundation are algorithms, and they are beautiful.
Agreed. No, I've been saying since day one it's coming in June. M5 Ultra in June. Been saying it since day one. They have to give the Max and the Pro some time to breathe. Yeah, imagine everyone in like a World of Warcraft MMO being LLMs. How sick would that be? Slay the Spire 2 has been sick. Crimson Desert this week. Yes. Yes, queen. Welcome to the Academy, Wood Monster. Welcome in. Come on in, baby. The water's warm. Come on in. Come on in. Look at these robots, baby. Oh, show us some robots. Show us some friggin' robots. That's what's going to happen, Poverty Thor. I'm telling you, that's what's happening, Poverty Thor. The NPCs are all going to be AI, and you can like talk to them like they're AI, man. It's coming, I'm telling you.
Everything you saw was a simulation. Some of it was principal solvers.
You can sell it for
Fundamental
triple
physics
what you
solvers.
paid for it?
Some of it was
Derek?
AI surrogates, AI physical
You can
models.
sell for $28,000?
And some of it was physical AI robotics
If you can get
models.
triple, hell yeah, sell it.
Everything
And then get
was
the M5
simulated.
Ultra.
Nothing was animated. Nothing was articulated. Everything was completely simulated. That is what fundamentally NVIDIA
Because
does.
it's awesome owning your own
It is
hardware.
through the connection
Because there's no
of
limits and it's
understanding
totally
of the
customizable
algorithms
and you can do whatever
with
you
our
want. You can
computing
learn way more
platforms
when you own
that
your own
we're
hardware.
able to open up to unlock these opportunities. NVIDIA is a vertically integrated
so
computing
vertical.
company with
So
open
vertically integrated.
horizontal integration with the world. So that's CUDA
They're
X.
vertically
Well,
they're vertically
just now you
integrated,
saw a
horizontally
whole bunch of
integrated.
companies. You saw Walmart and there's L'Oreal and incredible companies, established companies, JP Morgan and Roche, and these are companies that have defined society to today. Toyota is here. These are some of the largest
VPS
companies
is
in
the
the world.
worst way to do it. Do not use a VPS.
It is also
Do
true
not listen to people who took
that there's a whole bunch of companies you've never
$30,000
heard
from
of.
hosting Jur.
These are companies, we call them AI natives. A whole bunch of small companies. The list is gigantic. I couldn't, this is just a little tiny bit of it. And I couldn't decide whether to show you more or show you less.
Skyrim,
And so I
Shaw
made it so that
TV.
you
How are
couldn't
you
see
having Henry talk to your other agents to give him direction?
and nobody's feelings are hurt. However, inside this
I have
list
multiple
are
open
a bunch
clause.
of brand new companies.
And
They're
Henry
companies
just,
like,
I say,
for
message this
example,
person, and it goes and
you might have heard
messages
a
it,
couple of
talks
them,
him in the
OpenAI,
background. You just tell your open
Anthropic,
clause.
but there's a whole bunch of others. There's a whole bunch of others, and they serve different
Thank you for
verticals.
the $5 donation.
Something happened in the last 2 years, particularly this last year. We've been working with the AI natives for a long time, and this last year, it just skyrocketed. I'll explain to you why it happened. This industry has skyrocketed. $150 billion of investment into venture investment, into startups, the largest in human history.
Love you, Nick
This
Tap.
is also the first time
Thank you for the $49.99.
that the
Tap.
scale
Amazing.
of the investments went from millions of dollars,
Built his own
tens of
business.
millions of dollars, to
Look at that.
hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars. And the reason for that is
Love you,
this
my
is
brother.
the
Thank
first
you.
time
Very
in
kind of
history
you. Very
that
kind of
every
you.
single one of these companies
Love to hear about the success.
needs compute and lots of it. They need tokens, lots and lots of it. They're either going to create and build and create tokens and generate tokens, or they're going
Amazing,
to
Nick Tap. Amazing.
integrate, add value to tokens that are available, created by Anthropic and OpenAI and others. And so this industry
I can do that.
is different in so many different ways, but the one thing that is very clear, the impact that they're making, the incredible value that they're delivering already is quite tangible. AI natives, all because we reinvented computing. Just like during the PC revolution, a whole bunch of new companies were created.
Good headshot, David Hubbard.
Just as during the internet revolution, a whole bunch of companies were created.
That is a
the
great
mobile cloud, a
headshot.
whole bunch of companies were created. Each one of them had their own standards, and we're talking about one of the major standards that just happened, incredibly important. And this generation,
yes, on each one of my computers, I have a separate open claw.
large number of very
on my 3 Mac
companies.
Studios, I have 3 different open claws.
Computing.
My Mac Mini, I have an open
It
claw.
stands to reason there's going to be a whole new crop of really important companies, consequential companies for the future of the world. The Googles, the Amazons, the Metas, consequential companies that have come as a result of the last computing platform shift. We are now at the beginning of a new platform shift. But what happened in the last couple of years? Well, we've been watching, as you know, we've been working on deep learning and working on AI. The big bang of modern AI, we were right there at the spot, and we've been advancing this field for quite some time. But why the last 2 years? What happened in the last 2 years? Well, 3 things. ChatGPT, of course, started the generative AI era. It's able to not just understand, perceive and understand, it's able to also translate and generate, generation of unique content. I showed you the fusion of generative AI with computer graphics, and it brought computer graphics to life. You guys, just everybody in the world should be using ChatGPT. I know I use it every single morning, used it plenty this morning. And so ChatGPT was the generative AI era. The second, by the way, generative computing versus the way we used to do computing, it's generative AI is a capability of software, but it has profoundly changed how computing is done. Computing used to be retrieval-based, now it's generative. Keep that thought in mind when I talk about certain things, and you'll realize why it is that everything that we do is going to change how computers are architected, how computers are provided, how computers are going to be built out, and what is the meaning of computing altogether. Generative AI, 2023, end of 22, 2023. The next, reasoning AI, 01, and then took off with 03. Reasoning allowed it to reflect, allows it to think to itself, allowed it to plan, break down problems, and decompose a problem it couldn't understand into steps or parts that it could understand. It could ground itself on research. O1 made generative AI trustworthy and grounded on truth. That caused ChatGPT to simply took off. And that was a very, very big moment. The amount of input tokens that was necessary in order to produce and the amount of output tokens it generated in order to reason, the model was a little bit larger. Of course, you could have much larger models. The model O1 was a little bit larger, not much larger, but its input token usage for context and its output token for thinking increased the amount of computation tremendously. Then came Claude Code, the first agentic model. It was able to read files, code, compile it, test it,
I like that idea.
evaluate it,
I'm gonna write
go
that
back
down.
and iterate on it. Claude Code has revolutionized software engineering, as all of you know. 100% of Nvidia is using a combination of, or oftentimes all three of them, Claude Code, Codex, and Cursor, all over Nvidia. There's not one software engineer today who is not assisted by one or many AI agents helping them code. Claude Code completely revolutionizes the new inflection. And for the first time, you don't ask an AI what, where, when, how. You ask it,
I'll make this drum.
create, do, build. You ask it to use tools, take your context, read files.
Simon?
It's able to agentically break down a problem, reason about it, reflect on it. It's able to solve problems and actually perform tasks. An AI that was able to perceive became an AI that could generate. An AI that could generate became an AI that could reason. An AI that could reason now became an AI that can actually do work. Very productive work.
Yep. I have all my computers on tail
in
scale.
the last 2 years.
I have all my, if you want to set up OpenClaws on multiple devices or have an OpenClaw control all your devices, get them all on tail scale. It's completely free, very easy to set up. It will allow your OpenClaw to control all your computers. Everyone needs to get on tail scale for OpenClaw.
And demand just keeps on going up.
Not sponsored.
There's a reason for that. This fundamental inflection. Finally, AI is able to do productive work.
Learn all the important skills you need, Jay. Learn all the important skills you need. Vibe Code Academy, link down below.
Inference has arrived. AI now has to think. In order to think, it has to inference. AI now has to do. In order to do, it has to inference.
Here we
AI
go. Big
has to
announcements
read.
coming.
In order
Here we
to do
go.
so, it has to inference. It has to reason. It has to inference. Every part of AI, every time it has to think, it has to reason, it has to do, it has to generate tokens, it has to inference. It's way past training now. It's in the field of inference. So the inference inflection has arrived. At the time when the amount of tokens, the amount of compute necessary,
buckle up,
increased by roughly 10,000 times. Now, when I combine these two, the fact that since in the last 2 years, the computing demand of the work has gone up by 10,000 times, and the amount of usage has probably gone up by 100 times. People have heard me say, I believe that computing demand has increased by 1 million times in the last 2 years. It is the feeling that we all have. It is the feeling every startup has. It's the feeling that OpenAI has. It's the feeling that Anthropic has. If they could just get more capacity, they could generate more tokens. Their revenues would go up. More people could use it. The more advanced, the smarter the AI could become. We are now at that positive flywheel system. We have reached that moment.
Flywheel, baby. Recursive self-improvement.
Inference inflection has arrived. Last year, at this time, I said,
welcome to the stream. Buckle in, baby.
That where I stood at that moment in time, we saw about $500 billion. We saw $500 billion of very high confidence demand and purchase orders for Blackwell and Rubin through 2026. I said that last year. Now, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but $500 billion is an enormous amount of revenue.
500 billion? Yeah, I'll take one of those, baby.
impressed.
Give me one of those. Give me one of those billies. Come on, Jensen. Come on. Give me one of those billies.
I know why you're not impressed, because all of you had record years. Well, I'm here to tell you that right now where I stand, a few short months after GTC DC,
Here we go. Big announcements.
1 year after last GTC, right here where I stand, I see through 2027 at least $1 trillion.
Wow. $1 trillion.
Now, does it make any sense? And that's what I'm going to spend the rest of the time talking about. In fact, we are going to be short. I am certain computing demand will be much higher than that. And there's a reason for that. So the first thing is, we did a lot of work in the last year. Of course, as you know, 2025 was Nvidia's year of inference. We wanted to make sure that not only were we good at training and post-training, that we were incredibly good at every single phase of AI.
Gotta
so
learn
that
this
the
stuff,
investments
Nick
that were made, investments
And you
made in
learned
our
it. You put it in
infrastructure
action, Nick
could
Tap.
scale out for as long as they would like to use it. And the useful life of Nvidia's infrastructure would be long, and therefore the cost would be
Nvidia's up
incredibly
4%.
low. The longer you could use it, the lower the cost. There's no question in my mind. Nvidia systems
Oh
are the
my
lowest
God, Nvidia's up
cost infrastructure
4% right
you
now.
could get for AI infrastructure in the world. And so the first part
I'm making a
was
buy.
last year was all about AI for inference.
I'm making a buy.
And it drove this inflection point. Simultaneously, we were very pleased last year that Anthropic has come to Nvidia, that MSL, Meta SL, has chosen Nvidia. And meanwhile, and as a collection, as a group, this represents
cap at
1/3 of the
4.6
world's
trillion.
AI compute, open source models. Open source models have reached near the frontier, and it is literally everywhere. And Nvidia, as you know, today, we're the only platform in the world today that runs every single domain of
Just
AI
bought Nvidia.
across every single one of these AI models,
Just bought 20K of
in
Nvidia.
language and biology and computer graphics, computer vision.
I'm
and
in. He said
speech,
1 trillion. I'm in.
proteins and chemicals,
He said 1 trillion. I'm
robotics and
in.
otherwise, edge or cloud, any language.
You just
NVIDIA's architecture
go on stage and
is
say 1
fungible
trillion. I'm
for
in.
all of that, and we're incredible for all of that.
20K.
That allows
I have
us
right
to be
here.
the lowest cost, the highest confidence platform. Because when you're building these systems, as I mentioned, $1 trillion is an enormous
He said $1 trillion
amount
again.
of
Buying another
infrastructure.
20K.
You have to have complete confidence that the $1 trillion you're
He
putting
said it
down
again.
will be utilized, would be performant,
Don't say it
would
again,
be
Jensen.
incredibly cost
I'm gonna be
effective,
broke by the end
and
of this
have
if you say it
useful
again.
life for as long as you could see. That infrastructure investment you could make on NVIDIA, you could make with complete confidence. We have now proven that. It is the only infrastructure in the world that you could go anywhere in the world and build with complete confidence. You want to put it in any of the clouds, we're delighted by that. You want to put it on-prem, we're happy about that. You want to put it in any country, anywhere, we're delighted to support you.
King Jensen.
We are now a computing platform that runs all of AI. Now, our business already starting to show that. 60% of our business is hyperscalers, the top 5 hyperscalers. However, even within that top 5 hyperscalers, some of it is internal AI consumption. The internal AI consumption, really important work, like Rexis is moving from recommender systems of tables and collaborative filtering and content filtering. It's moving towards deep learning and large language models. Search, moving to deep learning, large language models. Almost all of these different hyperscale workloads are now moving, shifting towards a workload that NVIDIA GPUs are incredibly good at. But on top of that, because we work with every AI lab, because we work with every AI, we accelerate every AI model, and because we have a large ecosystem of AI natives that we work with that we can bring to the clouds, that investment, no matter how large, no matter how quick, that compute will be consumed. And that represents 60% of our business. The other 40% is just everywhere.
Thank you,
Regional
YouTube
clouds,
account haver.
sovereign clouds,
Thank you.
enterprise, industrial, robotics,
100K
edge,
new subscribers over the
big
last
systems,
month. 100K new
supercomputing
subscribers over the last
systems,
month.
small servers, enterprise servers. The number of systems, incredible. The diversity of AI
Stock
is also its resilience.
and compute, both.
The span of reach of AI is its resilience. There is no question this is not a one-app technology. This is now fundamental. This is absolutely a new computing platform shift. Well, our job is to continue to advance the technology. And one of the most important things that I mentioned last year was our year of inference. We dedicated everything. We took a giant chance and reinvented while Hopper was at its prime.
Thank you, Patriot Paul.
And it was just cooking. We
Everyone
decided
subscribe down below.
that the Hopper architecture, the NVLink by 8, had to be taken to the next level. We completely re-architected the system, disaggregated the computing system altogether, and created NVLink 72. The way that it's built, the way it's manufactured, the way it's programmed completely changed. Grace Blackwell NVLink 72 was a giant bet, and it wasn't easy for anybody. And many of my partners here in the room, I want to thank all of you for the hard work that you guys did. Thank you. NVLink 72, NVFP4, not just FP4 precision. FP4 is a whole different type of tensor core and computational unit. We've demonstrated now that we can inference NVFP4 without loss of precision, but gigantic boost in performance and energy efficiency. We've also been able to use NVFP4 for training. So NVLink 72, NVFP4, the invention of Dynamo, TensorRT LLM, a whole bunch of new algorithms.
I own
we even built
TSMC
a
also.
supercomputer to help us optimize kernels and help us optimize our complete stack. We call it DGX Cloud. We invested billions of dollars of supercomputing capability, help us create the kernels, the software that made inference possible. Well, the results all came together, and people used to tell me, but Jensen, inference is so easy. Inference is the ultimate hard. Inference is ultimate hard. It is also ultimate important because it drives your revenues. And so this is the outcome. This is from semi-analysis. This is the largest, most comprehensive sweep of AI inference that has ever been done. And what you see here on the left, on this side, is tokens per watt. Tokens per watt is important because every data center, every single factory, by definition, is power constrained. A 1 gigawatt factory will never become 2.
I got ASML.
It's physically constrained. The laws of atoms, the laws of physicality. And so that 1 gigawatt of data center, you want to drive the maximum number.
Real quick, here's the portfolio. Apple, Google, Gold, Robinhood, Nvidia, Tesla, iBit, ASML, TSMC, Micron. That's the portfolio.
The speed of inference, the speed of each inference. The faster you can inference, the faster you could, of course, respond. But very importantly, the faster you can inference, the larger the models, the more context you could process, the more tokens you can think through. This axis is the same as smartness of the AI. And so this is the throughput of the AI. This is the smartness of the AI. Notice
ASML has the biggest mode of any AI company.
The lower your throughput. Makes sense. You're thinking longer.
I'll get into SpaceX. I'm not bought in yet, though.
This
in
axis
other quantum
is
stocks.
the speed, and I'm going to come back to this. This is important. This is where I torture all of you, but it's too important. Every CEO in the world, you watch, every CEO in the world will study their business from now on in the way I'm about to describe. Because this is your token factory. This is your AI factory, this is your revenues. There's no question about that going forward. And so this is the throughput, this is the intelligence. Better perf per watt for a given power of data center, the more throughput, the more tokens you can produce. On this side is cost. Notice, Nvidia is the highest performance in the world. Nobody would be surprised by that. They would be surprised by the fact that in one generation, whereas Moore's law.
I want to buy an energy stock. I want to get in on nuclear stocks, but I don't know any that have a moat just yet. I want to buy one that has like an ASML sized moat. I don't know any just yet.
Performance, you would have expected from Hopper H200, 1.5 times higher. Nobody would have expected 35 times higher. I said last year at this time that NVIDIA's Grace Blackwell NVLink 72 was 30.
No, they're coming this stream. Big announcements coming this stream. Lock in, stick in, leave a like.
And then semi-analysis came out and Dylan Patel had a quote. He accused me of sandbagging. He accused me of sandbagging. He says, Jensen sandbagged. It's actually 50 times. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And so our cost per token. Yeah.
You just admit the sandbagging?
Our cost per token is the lowest in the world. You can't beat it.
I like it.
I've said before, if you have the wrong architecture, even if it's free, it's not cheap enough. And the reason for that is because no matter what happens, you still have to build a gigawatt data center. You still have to build a gigawatt factory. And that gigawatt factory, for 15 years amortized across, that gigawatt factory is about $40 billion. Even when you put nothing on it, it's $40 billion in. You better make for darn sure you put the best computer system on that thing so that you could have the best token cost. NVIDIA's token cost is world-class. Basically untouchable at the moment. And the reason that's true is because of extreme co-design. And so I'm very happy that he named us
King. Jensen Huang is a king. Screenshot that.
There was a monkey king, token king.
Yes, you are fine. Mia
Well,
main.
we take all of our softwares, and as I told you, we vertically integrate, but we horizontally open.
Jensen's king.
We're vertical integration, horizontal open. We integrate all of our software and all of our technology, however we could package it up and integrate it into the world's inference service providers. And these companies are growing so fast. They're growing so fast. Fireworks, Lynn is here, Together. They're just growing so incredibly fast. 100 times in the last year. They are token factories. And the effectiveness, the performance, and the token cost production capability for their factories is everything to them. And this is what happened. We updated their software, same system, and notice their token speeds, incredible. The difference, before NVIDIA updated everything and all of our algorithms and software and all the technology that we bring to bear, about 700 tokens per second.
I'm already doing it, Lloyd.
Went to nearly 5,000, 7 times higher. And so this is the incredible power of extreme co-design. I mentioned earlier the importance of factories.
I use multiple OpenClaw agents, and I have sub-agents under each.
To generate tokens. Your factory is limited no matter what. Everybody's looking for land, power, and shell. Once you build it, you are power limited. Within that power limited infrastructure, you better make for darn sure that your inference, because you know inference is your workload,
baby, inference,
and tokens is your new commodity, that compute is your revenues, that you want to make sure that the architecture is as optimized as you can. In the future, every single CSP,
I bought the top on
every
Nvidia.
single computer company,
I bought the top.
Every single cloud company, every single AI company, every single company, period, are going to be thinking about their token factory effectiveness. This is your factory in the future. And the reason why I know that is because everybody in this room is powered by intelligence.
I don't sandbox my agent. Sandbox nothing. Live life dangerously.
So let me show you how we got here.
Here we go.
On April 6th, 2016, a decade ago, we introduced DGX-1, the world's first computer designed for deep learning. 8 Pascal GPUs connected with the first generation. In 2020, DGX-A100 SuperPod became the first GPU supercomputer combining scale-up and scale-out architecture. NVLink 3 for scale-up, Connect X6, and Quantum InfiniBand for scale-out.
Here we go, baby.
Then Hopper, the first GPU with the FP8 transformer engine that launched the generative AI era. NVLink 4, Connect X7, Bluefield 3 DPUs.
Yes, Jerome.
Second generation Quantum InfiniBand. It revolutionized computing. Blackwell redefined AI supercomputing system architecture with NVLink 72. 72 GPUs connected by NVLink spine. 130 terabytes per second
Nvidia
of
crashing?
all-to-all bandwidth. Compute trays integrate Blackwell GPUs, Grace CPUs, Connect X8, and Bluefield 3. Scale-out runs over Spectrum 4 Ethernet. With 3 scaling laws in full steam, pre-training, post-training, and inference, and now agentic systems, compute demand continues to grow exponentially.
We need more compute.
And now, Vera Rubin. Architected for every phase of agentic AI, advancing every pillar of computing, including CPU, storage, networking, and security. Vera Rubin NVLink 72, 3.6
I love
exaflops
Vera
of
Rubin.
compute, 260 terabytes per second of all-to-all NVLink bandwidth. The engine supercharging
nose
the
heavy.
era of agentic AI. The Vera CPU rack, designed for orchestration and agentic workflows. The STX rack, AI native storage built with Bluefield 4. Scale out with Spectrum X co-packaged optics, increasing energy efficiency and resiliency. And an incredible new addition, the Grok 3 LPX rack. Tightly connected to Vera Rubin, Grok's LPU's massive on-chip SRAM, a token accelerator to the already incredibly fast Vera Rubin. Together, 35 times more throughput per megawatt. The new Vera Rubin platform,
Talking about
7 chips, 5 rack-scale computers, 1 revolutionary AI supercomputer for agentic AI. 40 million times more compute in just 10 years.
yes, Nick Tapp. Yes, build your own businesses. Stop worrying about stocks. Build your own businesses.
Now,
I like that.
In the good old days, when I would say Hopper,
Yes, Nick
I would
Tapp.
hold up a chip.
Nick Tapp might be MVP of this live stream.
That's just adorable.
Oh, what's he about to do?
This
Here it
is
comes.
Vera Rubin. When we think
Here we go.
when we think Vera Rubin, we think the entire system, vertically integrated, completely with software, extended end to end, optimized as one giant system. The reason why it's designed for agentic systems is very clear, because agents, of course, the most important workload is it's thinking the large language model. The large language models are going to get larger and larger and larger. It's going to generate more and more tokens more quickly, so it can
Not
think
enough
more
money in the
quickly.
gaming market.
But it also has to access memory. It's going to pound on memory really hard. KV cache,
It's going to
structured
pound it
data,
so hard,
QDF,
man. They're going to
unstructured
pound the
data,
memory
QVS.
so
It's going to be
unbelievably hard.
pounding on the storage
Pounding.
system really, really hard, which is the reason why we reinvented the storage system. It is also going to use tools. And unlike humans that are more tolerant to slower computers, AI wants the tools to be as fast as possible. These tools, web browsers, in the future, they could also be virtual PCs in the cloud.
Pounding.
Those PCs have to be, and those computers have to be as fast as possible. We created a brand new CPU. A brand new CPU that's designed for extremely high single-threaded performance, incredibly high data output, incredibly good at data processing, and extreme energy efficiency. It is the only data center CPU in the world that uses LPDDR5, and incredible single-threaded performance and performance per watt that is unrivaled. And so we built that so that it could go along with the rest of these racks for agentic processing. And so here it is. This is the Grace Blackwell, Vera Rubin, where is it? Here it is, okay? So this is the Vera Rubin system. Notice since the last time, 100% liquid cooled. All of the cables gone. What used to take 2 days.
Yeah, this is live.
Now takes 2 hours. Incredible. And so the manufacturing
We're all
cycle time
getting
is going
rich.
to dramatically reduce. This is also a supercomputer that is cooled by,
Go to Best Buy.
by
It's at
hot
Best Buy
water,
now.
45 degrees, which takes the pressure off of the data center, takes all of that cost and all of that energy that's used to cool the data center and makes it available.
Yeah, token
for
usage is not going
the
to
system.
zero. That's the biggest lie.
This
Biggest
is
lie is token usage
the
is going to
secret
zero.
sauce.
It's not.
It is we're the only company in the world that has today built the sixth generation scale-up switching system. This is not Ethernet. This is not InfiniBand. This is NVLink. This is the 6th generation NVLink. This is insanely hard to do well. It is insanely hard to do, period. And I'm just super proud of the team. NVLink, completely liquid cooled. This is the brand new Grok system, and I'll show you a little bit more about it. This system, 8 Grok chips. This is the LP30. The world's never seen it. Anything that the world's ever seen is V1. This is 3rd generation, and we're in volume production now. And I'll show you more about that in just a second.
Network Chuck just reached
the world's
out.
first
Network Chuck's the
CPO
man.
Spectrum X switch.
Shout out Network Chuck.
This is also in full production. Co-packaged optics. Optics comes directly onto this chip, interfaces directly to silicon. Electrons get translated to photons, and it gets directly connected to this chip.
Michael,
We
$9.99.
invented the
Thank you so
process
much,
technology
Michael.
with TSMC.
Thank you so much.
We're the only one in production with it today.
Appreciate
it's called
it.
COOP. It's completely revolutionary.
Yeah, Network Chuck's the man. Just reached
Nvidia
out.
is in full production with Spectrum X.
Everyone sub to Network Chuck.
This is the Vera system, twice the performance per watt of any CPUs in the world today. It is also in production. Well, you know, we never thought we would be selling CPUs standalone. We are selling a lot of CPUs standalone. This is already, for sure, going to be a multi-billion-dollar business for us. So I'm very, very pleased with our CPU architects. We've designed a revolutionary
Completely
CPU.
agreed. Chuck's the man.
And this is the CX9 powered with Vera CPU, the Bluefield 4 STX, our new storage platform. Okay, so these are the racks, and it's connected. Each one of these racks, the NVLink rack, I've shown you guys this before. It's a super heavy and seems to get heavier every year.
Look at that.
Because I think there's just more cables in there every year. And so this is the NVLink rack. We've also taken this technology because it is so
RL Starnes, let's go.
efficient to create a data center with these
massive
cabling
rack.
systems, structured cables.
It's a massive
so we decided
rack.
to do that for Ethernet. So this is Ethernet 256 liquid-cooled nodes in one rack.
It's going
and
for like
it is
another half
also
hour.
Connected with these
Sheesh.
incredible connectors. You guys want to see Rubin Ultra?
Oh, yeah. Show it to us. What emotes do you want? I'll make some emotes. You want some emotes?
This is the Rubin Ultra compute node. Unlike Rubin that slides in horizontally, Rubin Ultra goes into a whole new rack. It's called Kyber. that enables us to connect 144 GPUs in one NVLink domain. And so the Kyber rack, this, I could lift it, I'm sure, but I won't. It's quite heavy.
That's sick,
This
Patrick.
is one compute node.
How many DGX sparks do you have? Oh, both of them. So you have two. I'm thinking about getting a second one.
This is where it connects into. This is the mid plane. The Kyber racks, those 4 top NVLink connectors slide in and connect into this, and this becomes one of the nodes. And each one of these racks is a different compute node, and this is the amazing part. This is the mid plane, and the back of the mid plane, instead of the cabling system, which has its limits in terms of how far we could drive cables.
Okay, yeah. I gotta have permanent overclass,
we now
permanent
have
underclass
this system
emotes. 100%.
to connect 144 GPUs. This is the new
Adding that to my
NVLink.
to-do list. That's huge.
This
That's a very good
sits
idea, Simon.
also vertically.
Very good idea.
And it connects into the mid planes on the back. Compute in the front,
100%.
NVLink switches in the back, one giant computer. Okay? So that is Rubin Ultra. As I mentioned, how about we take this back down? I need the rest of my slides. Oh, it's coming down? Okay. Thank
Let's
you.
do like lobster emotes, Mac Mini emotes.
This is what
I
happens
feel like
when
that'd
you-
be sick, right?
This is what happens when
Reverse
you don't
prompt
practice.
emote.
Okay, all right. So take your time, just don't get hurt.
Very soon.
You saw this slide. You know, only at NVIDIA's keynote will you see last year's slide presented again. And the reason for that is I just want to let you know that last year I told you something very, very important. And it's so important, it's worthwhile to tell you again. This is probably the single most important chart for the future of AI factories.
Give us the
And
chart, Jensen.
Every CEO in the world will be tracking it, will be studying it very deeply. It's much, much more complicated than this. It's multidimensional.
Goon emote? Do I make a
But
goon
you'll be
emote?
studying the throughput and the token speed.
Will I ever get a
of your
sponsor
AI
again if I do a
factories.
goon
The
emote?
throughput, token speed at ISO power, because that's all the power you have, throughput and token speed for your factories forever. And that analysis is going to lead directly to your revenues. What you do this year will show up precisely next year as your revenues. And this chart is what it's all about. And I said on the vertical axis, thank you guys. On the vertical axis is throughput. On the horizontal axis is token rate. Today, I'm going to show you this. Because we're now able to increase the token speed, and because model sizes are increasing, because the token length, the context length, depending on the different grades of different application use case, continues to grow.
I got to make a lobster
from maybe
emote.
100,000 tokens input length to maybe millions. The token
No,
input
not
length
yet,
is
but I'm going to
growing,
implement it.
and also the output token length is growing. And so
Henry emote?
all of these play into ultimately the marketing and the pricing of future tokens. Tokens are the new commodity, and like all commodities, once it reaches an inflection, once it becomes mature or becomes maturing, it will segment into different parts.
Tokens aren't maturing
The
anytime soon.
High throughput,
They're going to only get more
low
expensive.
speed could be used for
I
the
don't
free
buy it.
tier. The next tier could be the medium tier. Larger model maybe, higher speed for sure, larger input context length.
Tokens aren't getting cheaper anytime
That
soon.
translates to a different price point.
Soon, in like 2
You
minutes,
can
just hit
see
the like
from
button,
all the
it'll
different
come.
services, this one is free, it's a free tier. The first tier could be $3 per million
yeah,
tokens.
FinFam
The
emote.
next tier could be $6 per million tokens. You would like to be able to keep pushing this boundary because the larger the model, smarter. The more input token context length, more relevant. The higher the speed, the more you can think and iterate, smarter AI models. So this is about smarter AI models. And when you have smarter AI models, Each one
Quen
of these clicks
3.5.
allows you to increase the price. So this is $45, and maybe one day
That's what I'm
there'll
thinking,
be a
doing, building
premium
my own
model
custom
that
system.
allows you a premium service.
$1 trillion
allows
to
you
take away. $1 trillion to
generate
take away.
token speeds that are incredibly high because you're in a critical path, or maybe you're doing really long research, and $150 per million tokens is just not a thing. So let's translate that. Suppose you were to use 50 million tokens per day as a researcher at $150 per million tokens. As it turns out, as a research team,
Yeah,
that's
but
not
this
even a
is
thing.
different.
So we believe that this
is different.
the future.
Tokens
This is
are getting
where
more
AI
expensive.
wants to go. This is where it is today. It had to start here to establish the value and establish its usefulness and get better and
Tokens
better
will
and better.
eventually get
In the
cheaper, but
future,
not in the
You're
short
going to see
term.
most services encompass all of that. This is Hopper.
I think Quen 3.5 is the
Hopper
best local
started,
model.
and I moved
Neutron
the-
3 is
moved the
great
chart.
though as well.
This is
I'm doing more
50, this
testing
is
on
100.
Neutron 3.
Hopper looks like this, and you would have expected
At the
Hopper,
moment, no, because
next
there's no
generation, to be
large models I
higher,
want to run
but
across
nobody
multiple
would have
Mac
expected
studios.
it to be that much higher.
I just do
This is Grace Blackwell.
local model on
What
each
Grace
Mac
Blackwell
studio. I
did
don't
is,
daisy chain them
at
just
your
yet.
free tier, increase your throughput
Maybe when
tremendously.
Kimmy, the new Kimmy comes out.
However, where you mostly monetize your service, it increased your throughput by 35 times. This is no different than any product that every company makes. The higher the tier, the higher the quality, the higher
Correct.
the performance, the lower the volume, the lower the capacity.
These companies are losing so much
And
money
so
on tokens
it is
right
no
now.
different than
It's
any
not
other
going to get
business in the
cheaper.
world. And so now we're able to increase.
As investments get dried up, tokens will only get more expensive. Claude is lowering limits. OpenAI is lowering limits. They're banning people. Tokens are only getting more expensive. That's why you got to go local. Buy your GPUs.
Well, this is what we're doing with. Okay, so this is Grace Blackwell. Okay, let me just reset.
Haven't tried it
reset
out
this.
yet. Too much going on.
And this is Vera Rubin.
I can't wait for
Okay.
the M5 Ultra. Oh, man. I'm going to get the new
Now,
AirPod
just think what just happened.
Pros next month.
At every single tier,
Whatever they're called.
at every single tier, we increase the throughput. And at the tier that where your highest ASP and your most valuable segment, we increased it by 10x. That is the hard work. This is incredibly hard to do out here. This is the benefit of NVLink 72. This is the benefit of extremely low latency. This is the benefit of extreme co-design.
I don't
That
think
we
you can
can
go
shift
wrong
the
doing annual
entire
sub for
area
Anthropic or
up. Now, what does
OpenAI.
it mean
Both are
from a
always going to be on the
customer
cutting edge.
perspective in the
Those
end?
are the two best.
Suppose I were to take all of that and I just, multiply it against, suppose I took 25% of my power, used it in free tier, 25% of my power in the medium tier, 25% of my power in the high tier, and 25% of my power in the premium tier. My data center only has 1 gigawatt. And so I get to decide how I want to distribute. The free tier allows me to attract more customers. This allows me to serve my most valuable customers. And the combination, the product of all that, allows you basically your revenues. The revenues you can generate, assuming this simplistic example, allows Blackwell to generate 5 times more revenues. Vera Rubin to generate 5 times. Yeah. So Vera Rubin, you should get there as soon as you can.
Vera Rubin.
And the reason for that is because your cost of tokens goes down and your throughput goes up. Now, but we want even more. We want even more. And so let me just show you back to this. This is, as I told you, this throughput requires a ton of flops. This latency, this interactivity requires enormous amount of bandwidth. Computers don't like extreme amount of flops, extreme amount of bandwidth, because there's only so much surface area for chips that any systems has. And so optimizing for high throughput and optimizing for low latency are, in fact, enemies of each other. And so this is what happened when we combined with Grok.
Of course, Jerome. It's the most
Okay,
fun
and so
part of this is chatting with you guys.
We acquired the team that worked on the Grok chips and licensed
Monday,
technology,
Wednesday, Friday,
and
11
we've been
a.m.
working
Pacific. We
together
do
now
this. We
to
chat all
integrate
day.
the system. This is what that looks
35
like.
years old, Lewis. 35 years
at
old.
the
Why do
most
you care?
valuable
Why you ask?
tier, at the most valuable tier, we're now going to
We
increase
live stream
performance by
Monday,
35x.
Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m.
Now,
Pacific.
this
Hey,
very
all
simple
day,
chart
baby.
revealed to you
Notifications
exactly
on,
the reason
notifications
why
on down below.
Nvidia is so strong in the vast majority of the workloads so far. And the reason for that
Yeah,
is
Monk,
because
so what?
up in this area,
So what? You wish you looked as good at
throughput
this when you were
matters so
Unk.
much.
You wish you
NVLink
looked as good as
72
this
is
when you
so
were Unk.
game-changing. It is exactly the
When
right
you get Unk,
architecture,
you look
and
awful.
it's even hard to beat, even as you add Grok to it. However, if you extended this chart way out here and you said you wanted to have
Damn
services
straight.
that delivers
Damn
not
straight,
400 tokens per
Rocco
second,
Rorero.
but 1,000
Damn
tokens per
straight.
second, all of a sudden, NVLink 72 runs out of steam and it simply can't get there. We just don't have enough bandwidth. And so this is where Grok comes in, and this is what happens when we
Claude
push
code
that
first.
up.
Do the Claude code one
So
first.
it
You'll
goes
learn how to
out
speak to agents
beyond.
better.
Thank you. Goes out beyond even the limits of what NVLink 72 can do. And if you were to do that, translate that into revenues relative to Blackwell, Vera Rubin is 5x. If most of your workload is high throughput, I would stick with just 100% Vera Rubin. If a lot of your workload wants to be coding and very high value,
I talk about running local
engineering,
models, Nick
token
Tapp.
generation.
We talk about running
I would
local
add
models in
Grok
Mac
to it.
Studios and
I would
DGX
add Grok
Sparks.
to maybe 25% of my total data center.
Anything
the rest of my
related
data center
to OpenClaw,
is
I
all
cover in there.
100% Vera Rubin.
Hardware stuff,
And so
software
that
stuff.
gives you a sense of how you would add Grok to Vera Rubin and extend its performance and extend its value even more. This is what happens. This is a contrast. The reason why Grok was so attractive to me is because their computing system, a deterministic data flow processor, it is statically compiled, it is compiler scheduled.
Don't use VPS.
Meaning the compiler
Buy your own
figures
hardware.
out when to do the compute, the compute and the data arrives at the same time. All of that is done statically
How do you know I'm
in
wearing
advance
shorts?
and scheduled completely in software. There's no dynamic scheduling. The architecture is designed with massive amounts of SRAM. It is designed just for inference, this one workload. Now, this one workload, as it turns out, is the workload of AI factories. And as the world continues to increase the amount of high-speed tokens it wants to generate with super smart tokens it wants to generate, the value of this integration is going to get even higher. And so these are two extreme processors you could see. One chip, 500 megabytes. One Vera Rubin chip, 288 gigabytes. It would take a lot of Grok chips to
Not
be able
yet.
to hold
No
the
update on the Spark
parameter
yet.
size of Rubin, as well as all of the context that has
Do
to
not
go,
use
the
a
KV
VPS.
cache
Just buy like
that
a
has to go
MacBook.
along with it. So
Like a MacBook
that
Neo.
limited Grok's ability to really reach the
No,
mainstream.
I
to
did not
really
build
take
Creator
off
Buddy with OpenClaw.
until we had a great idea. What if we
I maintain it with
disaggregated
OpenClaw.
inference altogether with a piece of software called Dynamo? What if we re-architected the way that inference is done in the pipeline so that we could put the work that makes perfect sense on Vera Rubin and then offload the decode generation, the low latency, the bandwidth limited, challenged part of the workload for Grok? And so we unified two processors of extreme differences, one for high throughput, one for low latency. It still doesn't change the fact that we need a lot of memory. And so Grok, we're just going to add a whole bunch of Grok chips, which
Grok
expands
chips.
the amount of memory it has. And so if you could just imagine, out
I
of
don't
a
think too
trillion
many.
parameter
My guess
model,
would be like
we have to
8 or 9.
store all of that
I guess
in
we
Grok
has 8 or
chips.
9 leather jackets.
However, it sits next to NVIDIA Vera Rubin, where we could hold the massive amounts of
Yes, I'm working
KV
on it now.
cache that's necessary in
Next app is
processing
being
all
built
of
right
these
now. It's going to
agentic
change
AI
the world.
systems.
It's going to be
It's
$100
based
trillion
upon this
company. I'm not even
idea
kidding.
of disaggregated
Oh, Tom
inference.
Kirk, I appreciate that.
We do the pre-fill, that's the easy part, but we also tightly integrate the decode. So the attention part of decode is done on NVIDIA's Vera Rubin, which needs a lot of math.
Patrick, when you say
and
full
the feed
tool
forward network
access,
part of
what do you
it,
mean by
the
that?
decode part is done.
What
the
gets
token
unlocked by
generation
2
part is done
Sparks
on Vera Rubin,
that
on the
full
Grok
tool,
chip.
like what's
The two of
full
them
tool
working
access
tightly
compared to me
coupled
just running on
together
one
over
Spark? What do you mean by
today,
that? Go into more detail on
Ethernet
that, Patrick.
with a special mode to reduce its latency.
You have an
by
X,
about half.
Patrick, Twitter
And
account?
so that capability allows us to integrate these two systems. We run Dynamo, this incredible operating system for AI factories on top of it. and you get 35 times increase. 35 times increase, not to mention additional new tiers of inference performance for token generation the world's never seen. So this is it. This is Grok. The Vera Rubin systems, including Grok, I want to thank Samsung, who manufactures the Grok LP.
Depends what other devices you have. What other devices
and
do you
they're
have?
cranking as hard as they can. I really appreciate you guys. We're in production with the Grok chip, and we'll ship it in the second half, probably about Q3 timeframe.
What advantages do I get, Patrick, to buying a second Spark? Convince me right now to get a second
Grok
Spark. What's the advantages?
LPX. Vera Rubin, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to imagine any more customers.
Eventually.
And
who would you want to see on the stream?
The really great thing is
I don't
Grace
love
Blackwell. Early sampling of it was really
I don't love all the interview live streams. Everyone does an interview live stream. Everyone's like a TBBQ, whatever it's called. I don't know. Interviews, people ask the most boring questions during interviews. I'm not an interview guy. I don't love interviews. I don't listen to like Joe Rogan. Like I respect Joe Rogan, but like, I don't know. I don't care about interviews. People care about interviews. I just want entertainment and education. That's all I want. Entertainment and education. Interviews don't do either of that for me.
Inside our supply chain. And so we're going to crank out these Vera Rubin racks while we're cranking out the GB300 racks. We are in full production. The Vera CPUs, incredibly successful. And the reason for that is because AI needs CPUs for tool use. And Vera CPU was designed just perfectly for that.
I don't know, give good value and be
Incredible
entertaining.
For the next generation of data processing.
The more educational and the more entertaining you can be,
the Vera CPU plus
the more attention you'll get.
CX9 connected into the Bluefield 4 stack. 100%.
Entertainment plus education. Do more of it.
100% of the world's storage industry is joining us on this
Shut up,
system.
moonshots.
And the reason for that is because they see exactly the same thing. The storage system is going to get
I could do
pounded.
that.
It's going to get pounded because we used to have humans using the storage systems. We used to have humans using SQL.
Hell yeah.
Now we're going to have AIs using these storage systems. And it's going to store cuDF accelerated storage, cuVS accelerated storage, as well as, very importantly, KV caching. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
this
doing some
is
tweaking. I'm building my
the
own AI
Vera
model right
Rubin
now
system.
with the
Now, what's
Spark.
amazing is this. In just 2 years' time, in a 1 gigawatt factory, in just 2 years' time, in 1 gigawatt factory, using the mathematics that I showed you earlier, whereas Moore's law would have given us a couple of steps, we would have, X-factored.
Yeah, of course.
The number of transistors.
Of course I'd go on Rogan. I think Joe Rogan's great. I just can't listen to interviews for 3 hours.
Amount of bandwidth. But with this architecture, we're going to take our token generation speed, token generation rate from 2 million to 700 million, 350 times increase.
You can run it on like the cheapest Mac Mini. You don't need anything expensive.
This is
fine-tuning.
This is the power of extreme co-design. This is what I mean when we integrate and optimize vertically, but then we open it horizontally for everybody to enjoy. This is our roadmap. Very quickly, Blackwell is here, the Oberon system. In the case of Rubin, we have the Oberon system. We're always backwards compatible so that if you wanted to not change anything and just keep on moving through with the new architecture, you could do so. The old system.
Oh yeah, you need to buy at least the Spark if you want to do that. It's at least $4,000.
Still available. Oberon is copper scale up, and with Oberon, we could also use optical scale out.
Vibe Coding Academy link down below. Join it. You'll get rich. Vibe Coding Academy link down below.
Expand to NVLink 576.
And you're
and so there's a lot of conversation about is Nvidia going to copper scale up?
You get a hot girlfriend, you'll get rich.
Optical scale up. We're going to do both. So we're going to have NVLink 144 with Kyber, and then with
Ray Fernando's underrated.
Oberon, we're going to NVLink 72 plus optical to get to NVLink 576. The next generation of Rubin with Rubin Ultra.
You can play Crimson.
We have the Rubin Ultra chip, which is
Crimson
coming,
Desert
which is
this Thursday.
taping out. And we have a brand new chip, LP35. LP35 will, for the first time, incorporate NVIDIA's NVFP4 computing structure. Give you another few X factor speed up. Okay, and so this is Oberon NVLink 72 optical scale up, and it uses Spectrum 6, the world's first co-packaged optical, and all of this is in production. The next generation from here is Feynman. Feynman has a new GPU, of course. It also has a new LPU, LP40, big step up, incredible, incredible new technology. Now, uniting the scale of NVIDIA and...
I managed a team of technical consultants at a company called MongoDB. Then I started tweeting while I was at MongoDB. My Twitter blew up while I was tweeting, quit my job, went all in on content. Now we're here.
SuperNIC, CX10. We will have Kyber, which is copper scale up.
Yes,
we will
it will
also
upgrade
have
your girlfriend.
Kyber CPO scale up. So for the first
bots
time,
commenting on my YouTube,
we will scale up.
I've had way more bots
both
commenting on my Twitch than my YouTube.
And co-package optics. Okay.
I have 4 viewers. What are you talking about? There's 700 people from
Jensen,
YouTube here.
Is copper going to still be important? The answer is yes. Jensen, are you going to scale up optical? Yes.
I could buy a small island in
Are you going to
Europe.
scale out optical? Yes. And so for everybody who is in our ecosystem,
Thanks, Alexander.
we need a lot more capacity. And that's really the key. We need a lot more capacity for
MongoDB is a
copper.
great company.
We need a lot more
Only
capacity
company I've
for
ever
optics.
enjoyed working for.
We need a lot more
MongoDB is
capacity
great.
for CPO.
I've worked for like 10
And
companies.
that's the
MongoDB is
reason
the
why
best
we've
one I
been
ever
working
worked
with all
for.
of you
Great
to lay
company.
the foundation for this level of growth. And so Feynman will have all of that. Let me see if I missed everything.
Nick Tapp, welcome to Vibe
Every
Code
single
Academy.
year,
Nick
brand
Tapp,
new architecture.
my man.
Very quick.
Appreciate you, Nick Tapp.
Very quickly, NVIDIA went from a chip company
It's making
to an AI factory company or AI infrastructure
330
company,
after all benefits. So I think it was like
And now
220
we're building
salary and then like
entire AI
100K of
There's
equity
so
every
much
year.
power
It's like 320, 330.
that is squandered
OTE.
in these AI factories. We want to make sure that
Yep, just move.
these
This is
AI
my
factories
office. We're
come
setting it
together,
up. Just move into
designed
this
in the best
office. We're
possible
setting it
way.
up.
Most of these components never meet each other. Most of us technology vendors
What does that
now
mean? I don't know what
we
that
all know
means.
each other, but in the past we never met each other until the data center. That can't happen.
What's the most
We're
unemployment
building
thing you've done? I don't know what
super
that
complex
means.
systems, and so we have to meet
Both.
each other
It's for everybody.
virtually somewhere else. And so we
Content for
created
noobs, content for
Omniverse,
acceleration
and the
gooners, both of them.
Omniverse DSX
Home
world,
office, home
a
studio.
platform where all of us can meet and design these gigafactories,
Setting it up, it's sick.
gigawatt AI factories.
All my computers here,
virtually
sick.
in system. We have simulation systems for the racks for mechanical, thermal, electrical, networking. Those simulation systems integrated into all of our ecosystem partners of incredible tools companies. We also operated, connected to the grid so that we could interact with each other, send each other information so that we could adjust grid power and data center power accordingly, saving energy. And then inside the data center using Max-Q so that we could adjust the system dynamically across power and cooling and all of the different technologies we all work on together so that we leave no power squandered, so that we run at the most optimal rate to deliver enormous amount of token throughput. There's no question in my mind there's a factor of 2 in here. And the factor of 2 at the scale we're talking about is gigantic. We call this the NVIDIA DSX platform. And just as all of our platforms, there's the hardware layer,
Upgrading it Wednesday,
layer,
upgrading the office.
and there's the ecosystem layer. It's exactly the same way. Let's show it to you.
The greatest infrastructure build-out in history is underway. The world is racing to build chip, system, and AI factories, and every month of delay costs billions in lost revenues. AI factory revenues are equal to tokens per watt. So with power constraints, every unused watt is revenue lost. Nvidia DSX
Appreciate you, brother.
is
Thanks,
an
Tom
Omniverse
O'Connor.
digital twin
Appreciate
blueprint
you.
for designing and operating AI factories for maximum token throughput,
Sell drugs.
resilience, and energy efficiency.
Fastest way, sell
Developers
drugs.
connect through several APIs. DSX Sim for physical, electrical, thermal, and network simulation. DSX Exchange for AI factory
I'm talking about,
operational
Lewis.
data.
Vibe Coding Academy, link down below.
DSX Flex
Link down below,
for
Vibe Coding
secure,
Academy. Join now.
dynamic power management between the grid. And DSX Max Q to dynamically maximize token throughput. It starts with SIM-ready assets from Nvidia and equipment manufacturers. Managed by PTC Windchill
100%
PLM.
Tom Kirk. We're taking it to the next
Then,
level in this office.
Model-based systems
I was working
engineering
in-
is done in Dassault Systems 3D Experience. Jacobs brings the data into their custom Omniverse app.
I was working in my living room for the last few years. Refrigerator in the background. Now we're upgraded. We got an office. We got an office now. We got an office. We got the chair. We got a plant. We're going to put a bookshelf back there on Wednesday. We're upgrading, baby. FinFam's upgrade. If you're watching this live stream right now, we're upgrading. We're upgrade. All of us together upgrading. We're all getting upgraded, baby. We're all getting upgraded. We're all taking it to the next level. You ready to take it to the next level? If you're watching this, we're taking it to the next level. None of us are slowing down. We're accelerating faster than you can imagine. Faster than you can imagine, we're accelerating. There's no slowing down now. There ain't no slowing down now. We got the leather chair. We got the plant. We're upgrading. We're wearing suits. If you're in the FinFam and you're watching this, you're upgrading faster than you can possibly imagine. So buckle in. Notifications on. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, we live stream. New videos other days. We're locked in. Now is the most important moment in human history. We are living through the most important moment in human history.
Incredible, right?
Lock in.
Well, Omniverse,
acceleration.
Omniverse was designed
acceleration.
to hold the world's digital twin, starting from the Earth. And it's going to hold digital twins.
I'll do it again. Should we do it? More OpenAI Pro Plan giveaway. Should we do it? I'll reach back out to OpenAI. Should we do it again?
All of these companies are brand new to our world. We didn't know many of you just a couple of years ago. And now we're working so close together to work on and build together the largest computer the world's ever seen, and also to do it at planetary scale. So NVIDIA DSX is our new AI factory platform. I'll spend very little time on this this time. However, we're going to space.
Models.
We've already been out in space. Thor is radiation approved, and we're in satellites.
I think they work well. It depends what you're trying to do. Do you want to fine-tune models? Go Nvidia. Do you want to run big models? Go Apple.
In space. Obviously, very complicated to do so. We're working with our partners on a new computer called Vera Rubin Space One, and it's going to go out to space and start data centers out in space. Now, of course, in space, there's no conduction, there's no convection, there's just radiation. And so we have to figure out how to cool these systems out in space. But we've got lots of great engineers working on it. Let me talk to you about something new.
Here we go. Here we go. Open club, let's go. Let's go.
So
here we go.
So
here we go.
Peter Steinberger's here.
Go.
And he wrote a piece of software.
This is what we've been waiting for. Hit the likes. Hit the likes.
It's called OpenClaw.
This is what we've been waiting for.
I don't know if he realized how successful it's going to be.
Here we go.
But
Lobsters in the chat.
Is profound. OpenClaw is the #1. It's the most popular open source project in the history of humanity, and it did so in just a few weeks.
I told you what I told you at the beginning of the stream.
I told you at the beginning of the stream. It exceeded what Linux did in 30 years.
I told you.
And it's that important. It is that important. It will do, well, this is all you do, okay? We're announcing our support of it. Let me just quickly go through this. I want to show you a couple things.
I told you.
simply type
I
this.
told you this was coming.
You type this into a console.
I told you
and,
this was coming.
It goes out. It finds OpenClaw. It downloads it. It builds you an AI agent, and then you could tell it whatever else you need to do. Okay, so let's take a look.
Here we go. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. OpenClaw, Nvidia.
An open source project just dropped.
Andre Karpathy has just launched something called research is a huge deal.
You give an AI agent a task, go to sleep. It runs 100 experiments overnight, keeping what works and killing what doesn't.
How do they not play a clip from any of my videos? I'm like the #1 OpenClaw guy. How do you not play a clip from any of my videos? Show my tweets.
I really love what my stuff enables that person to do. And he had like one guy, he told me like he installed it as his 60-year-old dad, and like they made beer, connected the machine via Bluetooth to OpenClaw, and then we automated everything, including Soho.
I made the first piece of OpenClaw content on the internet. I better be on here. I made the first YouTube video on OpenClaw.
Hundreds of people are queuing up for lobsters.
If they don't show me, I'm gonna.
OpenClaw.
We want to build OpenClaw with OpenClaw.
Everyone is talking about OpenClaw, but
Where am I?
is OpenClaw?
Believe it or not, there's already a claw con.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Incredible. Incredible.
Jensen,
Now,
what the?
I illustrated effectively what OpenClaw is in this way.
I'm the
so that all of
#1
you can understand it,
OpenClaw
but
guy.
Let's just think what happened. What is OpenClaw? It connects, it's agentic system. It calls and connects to large language models. So the first thing it has resources that it manages. It could access tools, it could access file systems, it could access large language models. It's able to do scheduling. It's able to do cron jobs. It's able to decompose a prompt that you gave it into step by step by step. It could spawn off and call upon other sub-agents. It has I/O. You could talk to it in any modality you want. You could wave at it and it understands you. You could talk to any modality you want. It sends you messages. It texts you, sends you email. So it's got I/O.
I've spent thousands of hours to OpenClaw and recording videos about this over the last
based
3
on
months.
That,
I don't even put my face
you could say
in the OpenClaw.
In fact, it's an operating
montage.
System. I've just used the same syntax that I would describe an operating system. OpenClaw has open source.
I've slept 2 hours a night every night for the last
system
2 months.
Agentic computers.
To not have my tweet shown in the
montage. Than how
montage.
Windows made it possible for us to create personal computers. Now OpenClaw has made it possible for us to create personal.
Are you kidding me?
Agents. The
What do I have to
implication
do?
is incredible. The implication is incredible. First of all, the adoption says something, all in itself.
I'm gonna go so much
However,
harder. You think this is gonna stop me?
Is this: every single company now realize, every single company, every
You
single
think this is
software
gonna
company,
stop me?
every single technology company For the CEOs,
You think
the
this is
question
going to
is,
stop
what's
me?
your open claw strategy? Just as we need to all have a Linux strategy, we all needed to have an HTTP, HTML strategy, which
I'm going to go so
started
much
the internet.
harder.
We all needed to have a Kubernetes strategy, which made it possible for mobile cloud to happen. Every company in the world today needs to have an open claw strategy, an agentic system strategy. This is the new computer.
I'm going so much harder. You think this is going to stop me, Peter Steinberger? You think
This
this
is
is going to stop
enterprise
me,
IT
Jensen Huang?
before open claw. You know, and I mentioned
You think
earlier,
it's going to stop
the
me?
way enterprise IT works, and the
Bill Gates.
reason why it's called data centers
You think
is
this is
because
gonna
these
stop
large
me?
rooms, these large buildings
Tim Cook.
held data, held the
You think this is
files
going to stop
of
me,
people,
Donald
the
Trump?
structured
You
data
think this
of
is going to
business.
stop me?
It would pass
Joe
through
Biden?
software that
You
has
think this is gonna
tools
stop
and
me, Barack
systems
Obama?
of records and all kinds of workflow that's
You think this is gonna
codified
stop
into it,
me, Ryan
and that turns
Gosling?
into tools that humans would use.
I'm going so much
Digital
harder.
workers would use.
You will
That is
rue
the
the
old
day,
IT
Jensen
industry.
Huang.
Software companies
You think it's
creating tools,
Winston Churchill?
saving
You think
files,
this is gonna stop me?
and of course, GSI's consultants that help
Genghis Khan?
companies figure out how to use these tools and integrate these tools. These tools are incredibly valuable for governance and security and privacy and compliance, and all of that continues to be true. It's just that post-open claw, post-agentic, this is what it's going to look like. This is the extraordinary part. Every single IT company, every SaaS company will become a gas company. No question about it. Every single SaaS company will become a gas company, an agentic as a service company. And what's amazing is this, OpenClaw gave the industry exactly what it needed at exactly the time. Just as Linux gave the industry exactly what it needed at exactly the time. Just as Kubernetes showed up at exactly the right time. Just as HTML showed up. It made it possible for the entire industry to grab onto this open source stack and go do something with it. There's just one catch. Agentic systems in the corporate network can have access to sensitive information, it can execute code, and it can communicate externally. Just say that out loud, okay? Think about it. Access sensitive information, execute code, communicate externally. You could, of course, access employee information, access supply chain, access finance information, sensitive information, and send it out, communicate externally. Obviously, this can't possibly be allowed. And so what we did was we worked with Peter. We took some of the world's best security and computing experts, and we worked with Peter to make OpenClaw enterprise secure and enterprise private capable. And we call that, this is our Nvidia OpenClaw reference for NemoClaw, which is a reference for OpenClaw, and it has all these agentic AI toolkits, and the first part of it is technology we call OpenShell that has now been integrated into
I want to go so much
OpenClaw.
harder.
Now it's enterprise ready. This
I'm
stack, with a reference design we call NemoClaw, okay? With a reference stack we call NemoClaw, you could download it, play with it, and you could connect to it the policy engine of all of the SaaS companies in the world. And your policy engines are super important, super valuable. So the policy engines could be connected. NemoClaw or OpenClaw with OpenShell would be able to execute that policy engine. It has a network guardrail. It has a privacy router. And as a result, we could protect and keep the claws from executing inside our company and do it safely. We also added several things to the agentic system. And one of the most important things you want to do with your own custom claws is so that you can have your custom models. And this is NVIDIA's Open Model Initiative. We are now at the frontier of every single domain of AI models. Whether it's Nemotron, Cosmos World Foundation model, Groot, artificial general robotics, humanoid robotics models, Alpamayo for autonomous vehicle, BioNemo for digital biology, Earth 2 for AI physics. We are at the frontier on every single one. Take a look.
The world is diverse. No single model can serve every industry. Open Models is one of the largest and most diverse AI ecosystems in the world. Nearly 3 million
AI
open models across language, vision,
We're
biology,
making our own.
physics, and
We're
autonomous
making our
systems
own
enable AI builds for specialized
empire.
domains.
We don't need Jensen Huang and
Nvidia
Peter
is one of the
Steinberger.
largest contributors to open source AI. We build and release 6 families of open frontier models, plus the training
all
data,
because of you guys.
recipes, and
because of you
frameworks to help developers customize and adopt. New leaderboard topping models are launching for every family. At the core, Nemotron, reasoning models for language, visual understanding, RAG, safety, and speech.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Cosmos, frontier models for physical AI world generation and understanding. Alpamayo, the world's first thinking and reasoning autonomous vehicle AI. Groot, foundation models for general purpose robots. BioNemo, open models for biology, chemistry, and molecular design. Earth 2, models for weather and climate forecasting, rooted in AI physics.
I bought a DJX Spark.
Nvidia open models
after they give out free
researchers and
DJX Sparks
developers
to everybody.
the foundation to build and deploy AI for their own specialized domains.
Our models, thank you. Our models are valuable to all of you because number one, it's on the top of the leaderboard. It's world class. But most importantly, it's because we are not going to give up working on it. We're going to keep on working on it every single day. Nemotron 3 is going to be followed by Nemotron 4. Cosmos 1 was followed by Cosmos 2. Groot at Generation 2. Each and one of these, we're going to continue to advance these models. Vertical integration, horizontal openness, so that we can enable everybody to join the AI revolution. Number one on leaderboard across research and voice and world models and artificial general robotics and self-driving cars and reasoning. And of course, one of the most important one, this is Nemotron 3 in OpenClaw.
Going live every day would be so much work.
This is Nemotron 3 in OpenClaw.
Going live every day would be so much work.
There are the
3 days a week is almost too much, to be honest with you, because I got to film regular videos too.
We are at the frontier.
3 days a week, I think, is perfect for live. There's not enough going on in the AI world for me to go live every day. 3 days a week.
It is also true.
What do you guys think?
It is also true that we want to create the foundation model so that all of you could fine-tune it and post-train it into exactly the intelligence you need. This is Nemotron 3 Ultra. It is going to be the best base model the world's ever created. This allows us to help every country build their sovereign AI. And we're working with so many different companies out there. And one of the most exciting things that we're doing today—
I got to make regular videos too. If I did 5 times a week, I wouldn't be able to make regular videos.
Nemotron coalition. We are so dedicated to this. We have invested billions of dollars of AI infrastructure so that we could develop the core engines for AI that's necessary for all the libraries of inference and so on, but also to create the AI models to activate every single industry in the world. Large language models is really important. Of course it's important. How could human intelligence not be? However, in different industries around the world, in different countries around the world, you need to have the ability to customize your own models, and the domain of the models is radically different, from biology to physics to self-driving cars to general robotics to, of course, human language. And we have the ability to work with every single region to create their domain-specific, their sovereign AI. Today, we're announcing a coalition to partner with us to make Nemotron 4 even more amazing. And that coalition has some amazing companies in it. Black Forest Labs, imaging company, Cursor, the famous coding company, we use lots of it, LangChain, billion downloads for creating custom agents, Mistral, the Arthur mentioned, I think he's here, incredible company. Perplexity's computer, absolutely use it. Everybody use it. It is so good. A multimodal agentic system, Reflection, Sarvam from India, Thinking Machine, Mira Murati's lab. Incredible companies joining us. Thank you. I said that every single enterprise company, every single software company in the world needs an agentic systems, need an agent strategy. You need to have an open claw strategy, and they all agree. And they're all partnering with us to integrate NeMo, the NeMo Claw reference design, the Nvidia Agentic AI toolkit, and of course, all of our open models. One company after another, there's so many, and we're partnering with all of you. I'm really grateful for that. And this is our moment. This is a reinvention. This is a renaissance of the enterprise IT. From what would be a $2 trillion industry, this is going to become a multi-trillion-dollar industry, offering not just tools for people to use, but agents that are specialized in very special domains that you're expert in, that we could rent. I could totally imagine in the future, every single engineer in our company will need an annual token budget.
Vibe Coding Academy.
They're going to make a few $100,000 a year, their base pay. I'm going to give them probably half of that on top of it
war, Scott.
as tokens so that they could be amplified 10x. Of course we would. It is now one of the recruiting tools in Silicon Valley. How many tokens comes along with my job? And the reason for that is very clear, because every engineer that has access to tokens will be more productive. And those tokens, as you know, will be produced by AI factories that all of you and us, we partner to build, okay? So every single enterprise company in today sit on top of file systems and data centers. Every single software company of the future will be agentic, and they will be token manufacturers. There'll be token users for their engineers, and there'll be token manufacturers for all of their customers. The Open Claw event cannot be understated. This is as big of a deal as HTML. This is as big of a deal as Linux. We have now a world-class open agentic framework that all of us could use to build our open claw strategy. And we've created a reference design we call NeMo Claw, that all of you could use, that is optimized, it's performant, it is safe and secure. Speaking of agents, as you know, perceive, reason, and act. Most of the agents in the world today that I've spoken about are digital agents. They act in the digital world. They reason, they write software. It's all digital. But we also have been working on physically embodied agents for a long time. We call them robots. And the AIs that they need are physical AIs. We have some big announcements here. I'm going to just walk through a few of them.
Big announcements, here we go.
110 robots here. Almost every single company in the world, I can't think of one, that are building robots is working with Nvidia. We have 3 computers, the training computer, the synthetic data generation and simulation computer, and of course the robotics computer that sits inside the robot itself. We have all the software stacks necessary to do so.
I use Tailscale with
the AI models to help you. And all of this is integrated into ecosystems around the world, and all of our partners from Siemens to Cadence, incredible partners everywhere. And today we're announcing a whole bunch of new partners. As you know, we've been working on self-driving cars for a long time. The ChatGPT moment of self-driving cars has arrived. We now know we could successfully autonomously drive cars. And today we are announcing 4 new partners for NVIDIA's robotaxi ready platform. BYD, Hyundai, Nissan, Geely, all together, 18 million cars built each year, joining our partners from before, Mercedes, Toyota, GM. The number of robo-taxi ready cars in the future are going to be incredible. And we're announcing also a big partnership
Yeah, I don't know
with
why
Uber.
someone keeps saying don't use tail scale.
Multiple cities, we're going to be deploying and connecting these robo-taxi-ready vehicles into their network. And so a whole bunch of new cars. We have ABB, Universal Robotics, KUKA, so many robotics companies here. And we're working with them to implement our physical AI models integrated into simulation systems so that we could deploy these robots into manufacturing lines all over. We have Caterpillar here. We even have T-Mobile here. And the reason for that is in the future, that radio tower used to be a radio tower, is going to be an Nvidia aerial AI RAN. And so this is going to be a robotics radio tower, meaning it can reason about the traffic, figure out how to adjust its beamforming so that it could save as much energy as possible.
I got invited to the OpenClaw event,
increase
the
the
NVIDIA
amount
OpenClaw event. Do I
of
go?
fidelity
It's
as
half an hour
possible.
away.
There's so many humanoid robots
It's
here.
so far away.
But
I'm
one of
gonna
my
lose an hour
favorites,
just going back and forth.
one of my favorites is a Disney robot. You know what? Tell you what, let me just show you some of the videos. Let's look at that first.
The first global rollout of physical AI at scale is here.
NVIDIA emailed me and
Autonomous
invited me to come. Do I
vehicles.
go? It's a half
And with
hour away.
NVIDIA
So I gotta
Alpamayo,
Uber. Dude, go. You
vehicles
never know
now
who
have
you'll meet.
reasoning, helping them operate safely
I'm hungry. I
and
gotta eat
intelligently
lunch.
across scenarios. We asked the
NVIDIA's
car
having
to
an
narrate its
OpenClaw event
actions,
right after this.
I'm changing lanes to the right to follow my route.
They invited me. They reached out and
explain
invited
its
me. Do I
thinking
go?
as it makes decisions,
Go just for, but it's so far
There's a
away.
double parked vehicle
How do I
in my
work?
lane. I'm going around it.
and follow
I
instructions.
can't be getting an Uber with my thumb up my ass for half an hour.
Sure, I'll speed up.
Oh, everyone's telling me to go. Jeez, relax. Going. I'm not
This
live streaming.
is the age of physical AI and robotics.
You gotta go, but don't
Around the
put pants
world,
on.
developers are building
Get out of your
robots of every
comfort zone.
kind.
If you go, wouldn't that be
But
admitting
the
you
real
lost?
world
That's
is
true.
massively diverse, unpredictable.
Stop
full of
raging. Of
edge
course you're gonna
cases.
go.
Real world data will never
Dude,
be enough to train
do you
for
know
every
me?
scenario. We need data generated from AI and simulation. For robots, compute is data.
I was invited to
Developers
the
pre-train
ClawCon,
foundation
the number
models
one
on
ClawCon in
internet-scale
San
video
Francisco.
and
I
human
drove
demonstrations,
2 hours, got
and
there and
evaluate
left.
the
Didn't go
model's
in.
performance
Went right
to
outside the
prepare
door,
them
then
for
turned around and
post-training.
left. Didn't go in the event.
Using
I'd be a fool
classical
not to
and
go?
neural simulation, they generate massive amounts of synthetic data.
Why would I be a
and
fool
train
not to go? It's
policies
so
at
far
scale.
away.
To accelerate developers, NVIDIA built open source Isaac Lab for robot training and
Is there lunch
evaluation
nearby?
and simulation.
I need lunch.
Newton for extensible and GPU accelerated
Is
differential.
there like a
physics
Mendocino
simulation.
Farms nearby?
Cosmos world models for neural simulation. And Groot open robotics their data with NVIDIA Cosmos world models. Skilled AI uses Isaac Lab and Cosmos to generate post-training data for their skilled AI brain. They use reinforcement learning to harden the model across thousands of variations.
I'm gonna go to Chipotle.
Humanoid uses
for
Isaac
me.
Lab to train whole body control.
Cycle there and don't
manipulation
shower.
policies.
Just listen. If you go and it's boring, that's fine. Not going,
Hexagon
regretting it, not
Robotics
knowing is way
uses
worse. Go.
Isaac
All right, I'll
Lab
go.
for training and data generation.
Should I go now? Should I leave now? It started
Foxconn
like 20 minutes
fine-tunes
ago.
group models in Isaac Lab. As
No,
does
but it
Noble
doesn't move the
Machines.
ball forward.
Disney
I
Research
can't put up
uses
any
their
videos on
Camino
YouTube
physics
if I go.
simulator
I can't
in Newton and
vibe
Isaac
code my
Lab
next product
to
if I
train
go.
policies across
They
the
have
character
lunch? Oh, they have
robots
lunch, Paul
in
Weiss?
every universe.
They have lunch? That's big information. They have lunch? Okay, Jesus. Relax. Go and mod Jensen in person, believe me now. That was fucked up they did that. I gotta put deodorant on for this. I put on the red stripe deodorant? What is it? I don't believe you're doing this. Well, you don't believe I'm going, Allie? Alex, what's your sleep schedule like? Get the best food deal. I don't sleep. I sleep like 2 hours a night. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Go now? All right, maybe I'll go now. Just go. All right, the $2 convinced me. The $2 convinced me. The $2 convinced me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I love you all. I'm going to go to the Nvidia event. I'm going to the Nvidia Open Call event. If you see me there, say hi. Say hi. I'm FinFam. Say, hey, I'm FinFam.
Newton works.
Love you all. Great
Omniverse
stream.
works.
You enjoy this? Should we do this? Monday,
Olaf.
Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific.
How are you?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Vibe Code Academy link down below. Sign up for that.
Because I gave you your computer. Jensen.
Tell your mother you love her. All right.
Well,
can we talk to Henry while you're gone? I don't know if you want. Make us proud. All right. I love you all. See you soon. Take care.
And
enjoy the rest of your day. That was fun.
walk
I had fun. Did you have fun? I had fun.